Hello and welcome to episode 26 of the Gaming Death Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Gannon, and joining me tonight we have Miss Dawn Bernard.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, Dawn?
Well, starting to get sick.
Oh, yeah, you sound lovely.
I know, I sound awesome. But I figured I'd clear that out of the way. Other than that, just playing some games, but I know that now is not the time to cover that.
Happy 2013.
Yay, happy 2013.
And also with us tonight, we got Mr. Hollowblade.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Did that sound creepy?
No.
Just a little bit.
See, I knew it. So what's up?
Nothing. It's been 2 weeks since we've been off.
It has.
This is our welcome to the first episode of the Gaming Death Podcast for 2013. I've missed podcasting so much, you have no idea.
I guess.
You guess.
I mean, it was nice to not have to worry about, we got to do the cast. What have we been playing? And then, but you haven't had a break.
Not really.
Now, you've been busy, Chris.
I've been really, really busy.
You've done something monumental.
Yeah, what did I do that was monumental? Am I missing something?
Well, I mean, you go to this place called GamingDeath.com.
Yes, our website.
And it looks different.
Yeah, we did a complete and total revamp of GamingDeath.com. If you guys haven't been there yet, I definitely recommend going and checking it out. It's actually... I've been working on it since before we left for break, and this past weekend was total and complete crunch time. We've brought on two new writers, Max and Frank, who will be adding their articles to our site, hopefully weekly. There'll be a new post up every single day, whether it's in our news category or games category, reviews, previews, all that good stuff. And we're still going to be doing the podcast every single week, and hopefully in the near future, we're going to be having videos for everybody.
Wait, I thought we weren't shooting for every day. I thought we were shooting for weekly.
Post weekly?
Yeah.
No, I'm shooting for at least one new post every day.
That's ambitious.
It is ambitious.
We are ambitious.
I'm very ambitious. I'm
just kind of lazy.
I'm sorry. The whole thing started with I was having a bit of a funk. I was actually going to shut down the website, shut down the podcast, all that other good stuff. And I sent an email to Max Scoville, who some of you guys may know from Destructoid. And he sent me a very, very long, nice email back telling me basically to get the fuck off my ass, stop being lazy, and get my shit together. So
that's you did.
And I did.
Oh, what the hell? You were going to shut the podcast down? You didn't even tell me about this? Oh, man.
I was in a bad place. I wasn't going to do anything anymore. And I was just going to give up because we don't have very many we don't have very many listeners, and we were getting like 2 hits to the website a month. And I was like, okay, well, since this isn't going well. And he said, stop chasing the clicks. It's not about the clicks. It's not about the people that listen. It's about you pursuing your dream. And as long as your content's good and stuff, people will listen and people will come to the site. And we hadn't been updating the site, and I can understand why we were only getting 2 clicks.
It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So you fought your shadow, and now you have a persona.
Yes.
Face your inner self.
I did face my inner self.
Wow.
That's a really good analogy because I've been playing a shit ton of Persona 4, and that's a really fucking good analogy for what happened.
Yeah, Persona 4 is the real deal. Everything about it makes sense. Actually, have you been paying attention to all that extra content that you get when as you play the game? Like, what's it called? Persona TV or something like that?
I haven't unlocked anything for Persona TV yet.
Okay, well, later on, there's like these little segments, I guess, you unlock. It's not spoilerish. Actually, it's really interesting because it explains the logic behind the Persona games. So, like, the reasoning, like, what Personas are, what they're based off of, what the psychological side of the thing is, and all that stuff. So it explains everything. I haven't gone through them yet, but I went through one of them, and it's all text-based, but it's really interesting. Yeah, you can figure all that stuff out.
But the best part though was I celebrated my 26th birthday over our break.
Oh yes, you did.
So, playing Persona 4 and all that good stuff and messing around with the website. And I still had time. Me and Dawn still had time to go up to our friend's house this past weekend in Albany. And I worked up there before I went to bed every night on the website.
And is that like a code word for we banged?
No. No, Albany is the capital of New York. It's actually a 2-hour drive from here. We have 2 friends that live up there.
2 friends?
Yes.
And their roommate.
And their roommate.
Oh, so it was a threesome.
That would be 5 people.
No. I don't think you understand my analogy this time.
No, probably not.
You have 2 friends.
Yes.
There's only 2 of you.
Yeah, that's 4 people.
No. Oh, forget it. You know what? Screw you.
All right, you guys ready to get the show started with how we always start the show?
I think that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so what we've been let's get started with what we've been playing. So, Dawn, what have you been playing so far?
Well, still playing Skyrim. Shocker.
Raideroo.
Have you finished the DLC yet?
No. Well, I think I finished the main storyline now. I'm just fucking around with random quests. And I killed the other Dovahkiin dude, so I think that unless there's something I missed, that's the end of the DLC storyline.
That's really badass, though. Like, all the new extra stuff besides just the main storyline.
Oh my god, there's so much crap. And I'm like, one of my favorite things is there's this crap where you find these white spiders, and you can use the thing that you get from the white spiders to make other kinds of spiders. Like, basically you get spider grenades.
I want spider grenades.
The only pain in the ass of it, I've only found one of these, like, you need this machine thing to do it. And I've only found one, so I have to go back to this place every time I want to make spider grenades.
Ugh, I don't like spiders.
Can you fast travel to the machine, though?
It's in a cave, so you it's near a fast travel point, so it's not. It could be a lot worse. It's just sometimes it's irritating when it's like, but I'm all the way over here. Forget it if you're back in Skyrim. Then you're like, I gotta go all the way back to Solstein and all the way back to this place. And fuck it.
Wait. Solstein is a whole new map?
Yeah, it's an island.
Oh, that's cool. So it's kind of like the DLC in Oblivion.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. I want that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I've been playing Skyrim again as well.
Yeah, I've seen you playing Skyrim all the time.
Yeah, I'm converting everybody to
the Skyrim fanatics.
Skyrim DLC. Like, the house, fuck it, alright. That can get irritating. Oh yeah, Chris ended it.
I bought that.
She does.
Did you make a fish library?
No, I just built the first house. It's really fucking boring.
You suck. Dawn built a fish library.
That's cool. She can sit there and grind. I had to go kill vampires. I bought Dragonborn and I haven't started it yet because I wanted to finish the Dawnguard DLC first.
Frinish.
Yeah, finish.
Frinish. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, you have been playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
But so has Dawn.
Yeah, so that's pretty much been my Skyrim time.
Dovahkiin.
And then I played around a little bit on Happy Wars when we were visiting our friends this weekend, because our friend Brian was playing it, and I was like, hey, that looks kind of fun, what the fuck is that? I am absolutely horrible at it, but it's free, so you can't bitch that hard about a game that's free.
No, you can't.
Well, I mean, you can.
Nope,
Yeah,
it's free.
Yeah, but it's free. It's not like, oh, well, I put down all that friggin' money and now I'm never going to play this game because it sucks. Like, it's not even that the game sucks, it's that I suck at it.
Hello, have you ever played Happy Wars?
No, I had downloaded it, never played it.
It looked kind of cool.
I saw my friend play it. It looks kind of stupid.
I think it looks cool.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought it looked fun, so I gave it a shot.
All right, what else you been playing?
I also tried Poggle for the same reason.
Peggle.
Whatever. That shit with the balls. That shit with the balls, whatever.
Shit with the balls. That game's so much fun. I like Peggle.
Yeah, that is a fun game.
It's like addicting. You just want to hit all those little Peggle things with the balls.
I think I was playing the demo.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen. Dawn and Hollow both like to play with balls.
Well, yeah, I was playing with Harry balls the other day.
Yeah, I was about to say, Hollow playing with balls is no secret. We got that whole...
It's nothing new. Play with Harry balls and Peggle balls.
Yo balls.
My balls.
Exactly.
So what'd you think, Dawn? Did you like Peggle?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I like kind of...
That fucking horse. Stupid Peggle horse.
No, I fucking hate that. Unicorn.
Fucking Peggle horse. Oh, it's a unicorn, right? Yeah, well, same thing. Just got a stick on its head.
Kind of puzzle-ish games. And it's got, because you've got to try and figure out how to get that sucker to get all the things you need and clear out the level.
Yeah, it's a lot about luck, too, though, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's more
You know what it reminds me of in an odd kind of way? Do you remember... Well, I don't even know if this would have been if it was just like a local thing or whatnot. At my high school for a while, Yahoo Pool was a big game. I think it was mostly because it was the only game that we could get around the internet filter at school for a while.
Yahoo Pool? No.
Yeah,
ring a bell.
It was on Yahoo Games, and it was their pool game. And you'd have the pool queue, and you'd have the little dotted line trying to figure out where you were going with it. And you'd be trying to figure out the how the balls would be bouncing around the table, and that aspect of it kind of reminded me of that. Aiming
with the line.
And then trying to figure out how this shit's gonna bounce.
Yeah, that's just fun though.
But
Except for the stupid unicorn.
Yeah, fuck that unicorn.
Fucking unicorn.
Fucking unicorn. Fucking kangaroos.
What else you been playing?
I just started Janine d'Arc on my PSP. I picked that up for the first time forever, which at very first I was sorely disappointed because I thought for sure I left Castlevania in there. And I was having the Castlevania itch, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to play, and I picked it up, and my PSP battery sucks a nut, so I had to charge it. And then I turn it on, and I'm like, yeah, and...
Castlevania.
And the disc in there... The disc in there was God of War. And I was like, son of a bitch.
Wait, what? So how did you get around to this game, Jeanne d'Arc?
Her PSP's hacked.
Which I totally forgot about, actually, because I thought that... I don't know. Chris took it to his friend, and I thought that he said it couldn't be done.
No, you bought the other battery that's sitting up by the TV so that we can.
That's not a battery. It's a freaking memory card.
Whatever, same shit, different day.
No, there's a big difference between a memory card and a battery.
Not on the PSP. The battery holds some memory.
Well, the battery on my PSP is shit, and I can play for 15 minutes before I need to plug it in.
I'm sorry.
You were only sorry when you were borrowing it.
Yeah? That's cool. I got a Vita now.
Well, you still can't play ye olde... What the fuck were you even playing on there? Disgaea?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Good choice. Did you play Disgaea 3 on the Vita yet?
No, not yet.
You jerk.
But anywho, Janine d'Arc is fun. I'm so not anywhere in that game, though, because it takes 9 hours to do anything, because it's a full-blown RPG strategy fighter. So you're like, yeah, one battle.
Wait, it's a fighter?
Half an hour later. It's not a fighter, it's
RPG.
It's an RPG strategy, so...
Oh, it's a strategy RPG? Is it like Disgaea?
I don't remember.
It's like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta move your dudes and then tell them to battle and all that crap.
All I know about Janine d'Arc is last night Dawn's like, I'm really fucking tired, and it was like 11:30, and she's playing this game, and then she's like, oh man, I just got to a new area. I'm tired, but I want to see what's in the new area.
Yeah, the game's good. You should try it one day.
I'm just amazed that Dawn's playing an RPG because Dawn usually doesn't like talkie-talkie.
And this is like not even just a normal RPG. This is a slow-ass strategy RPG.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see how long my patience holds out, really, because there are times when I totally lose patience with it, and I quick save the battle because I'm like, you know what, guys?
Fuck
You're taking too fucking long to get across the board. I can't deal.
I think you'd like Persona if you're playing a strategy RPG.
I think I've watched you play Persona, and the repetitive animation would get on my nerves after a little while.
No, you just happen to see me every time I'm fighting stuff. That's literally 30% of the game. Like actual RPG fighting battle stuff, that's not what the game's about. The game reminds... I'm sorry to jump to Persona while we're in the middle of talking GNDR or whatever the hell it's called. Persona reminds me very much of The Walking Dead. It's very story-driven character stuff.
Told ya.
And I love it. And Nanako reminds me of Clementine more than anything in the world.
Told ya. And you hated her.
I hated her at first, and then I realized that her dad is such a douchebag, and all I want to do is take care of her. So anytime she's sad, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll hang out with you.
Exactly, right?
But I guess I'll do this. I was supposed to watch the TV, but I'll hang out with you instead.
Okay, let's let Dawn finish, and then we can discuss.
Dawn, you played...
I don't know, you said Dawn Dark would get boring. You'd shut off your PSP.
Well, it's not that it's boring. It's that I'm not used to such a long-term commitment to a battle.
She's used to going up to a dragon and just screaming at it, and the dragon dies.
Yeah, especially at this point, I'm smacking ancient dragons in the face and telling them to shut the fuck up, and then they're dead 2 seconds later. And now it's like, oh, I gotta move these 5 dudes on this grid, and now I gotta, and tell them to fight or not to fight or to wait. And then once you tell them to wait, you have to make sure, tell it which direction to wait in. It's like, wait, why does this even matter? And I'm still so early on in the game that every 2 seconds it's still cropping up with
tutorials. Yeah,
tutorial tips. And you've played this game, right, Hollow?
Yeah, I played it a little bit.
You know the how the tutorial things are done up? They're kind of badly put together to me. I don't know. It's just information and then all little squiggled in side notes.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, why is this so crammed? And what if this is important?
You'll learn very quickly in a strategy RPG, facing is everything.
The direction you face?
Yeah, facing is everything in a strategy RPG.
Yeah.
And I have this one character that hits like a wet kitten and is taking hits like a bitch. So every board is like, oh, make sure Leanne doesn't die again because she's useless.
Does she have magic or anything?
No, she's just fucking useless.
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna, get to another town and some dude's gonna be like, oh, you look like you'd be a good healer, la-di-da, because that's how she takes hits. Because right now she's like a fucking healer with a sword. It's a joke.
That's terrible.
Except she doesn't heal.
Or do magic.
Now, are there character classes in that game, or you haven't gotten that far yet?
I haven't gotten that far yet. I got some dudes. I got some dudes with swords. Janine just got some magic armor that only works sometimes because some shit's got to be charged up.
Oh, it's like Dragon Ball. Yeah, she gets angry and then she gets stronger.
Yeah, and then the magic god armor works and she can whoop things asses.
That game's really cool though. It's Chris, you should definitely try it. Dawn picked a good one.
Persona 4 and then Ni no Kuni, and then I want to see if I can track down a copy of Persona 3.
Oh, you should have gotten Persona. I have Persona 3 Portable. I have Persona 3 on the Xbox, and I bought Persona 3 FES for some god unknown reason on the PS2, even though I have all those. Can
you download it anywhere?
On Persona PSN, 3? Yeah, it's on PSN. It's on PSN.
Oh, Persona 3's on PSN?
Yeah. And you get the quote-unquote DLC. It's just, I guess it's It's not DLC. It's like the extra content they put in the game.
I'm playing that after I'm done with Persona 4 and Ni no Kuni.
Yeah, Ni no Kuni looks cool.
Ni no Kuni, I heard, plays just like Persona 4 does, like with the Pokemon style thing and all that good stuff. Listen a lot to IGN podcasts, sorry.
I've been looking forward to Ni no Kuni. I've heard a lot of talk. Don, you played one more game. Another game that kind of is by the same people who made Peggle.
Oh, I played Bejeweled. I actually play Bejeweled.
A little more excited.
With random bursts of frequency. Like, I'll not touch that game for a while, and then out of nowhere, it's like, I'm bored. What's good for my 15-minute break at work? Fucking Bejeweled.
That game is addicting.
It is, right? And then, then I get back in my, I wonder if I can beat my old high schoolers kick.
And then you get angry. I've tried playing Bejeweled.
I like Bejeweled a lot.
It's fun. It's one of those games that's it's just fun. Nobody knows why. It's just fun.
It is just fun.
It is super addicting. True story, I got my mom addicted to Bejeweled back a bunch of years ago. Back in the day when we shared a computer, and it's like, oh, Mom, I really want this book. I really want this game. Can I get this game? And she was like, IDK, how I feel about this. So I downloaded the demo, and I was like, don't worry, it's free. I promise it's free, and it doesn't have viruses. And then she's like, fine. So I download it, and I play one game, and she's like, hey, how does that work? So I explain it, and then she's like, oh, let me try. Yeah, there went the rest of that. There went the rest of that demo.
Whoa.
I was so upset. And she was like, no, it's okay. I'm going to buy it.
Terrible.
And then I could never get on that damn computer because my mom was like, 5 more minutes, I swear. And I was like, oh no, I created a monster.
All right, Dawn, you been playing anything else?
No, that pretty well sums up what I've been up to.
Yeah.
All right, Hollow, what you been playing?
All right, I finished Persona 4. Well, I finished Persona 4, I suppose you could say.
You got everything but the true ending.
I got, or the normal ending. I got the bad ending.
Oh, you got the bad ending.
Right. Yeah, I saw a bunch of anger and rage on Facebook, and I was like, that doesn't sound like a good day.
Okay, so without spoiling everything, the difference between you getting the shit ending and the good ending is like one decision at the end of the game.
That's ass.
And I find that really odd because there is more to the game if you get past the bad ending. Like if you don't get the bad ending. If you get the bad ending, the game straight up ends. And if you get the good ending, you get a whole other dungeon, more bosses, and more shit to the story. Obviously the true ending. And I just find that very odd. And the bad ending made me cry.
Like cry?
Like cry. Like I was in my room and I was sobbing and I couldn't sleep. I went to bed at like 3 and I actually fell asleep at like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Oh, that makes me so scared to finish that game.
If you get the bad ending, actually I almost suggest you get the bad ending first without spoiling everything, because it is the saddest ending I have ever experienced in a game, and I just, oh man,
Rock's fault, everybody dies.
Oh man, what a horrible ending. Like, it is the opposite of a Disney fairy tale. Oh, there is no princess.
Does it auto save after you get the bad ending, or can you load up an old save?
Okay, well, have you finished Far Cry?
Yes.
You know how it says like, oh, you can't go back past this point?
Yes.
Do you want to save now? It's that. It's essentially, it asks you if you want to save before you go into this big important plot spot.
Okay.
So all I did was load up again, and I went back, and I'm working on the good ending now.
But not the true ending.
Well, I'm going to try to get the true ending, but I don't think you can get the true ending if you haven't maxed out all your social links. Although I'm not positive about that.
your stat. Yeah, you need to like have at least one social link with every social link that's possible in the game. I think that's what it is.
So I don't have the tutor social link because I didn't do that. Right. So I don't know. Well, I'll have to wait and see. Either way, the difference between the true ending and the good ending is one boss. That's from what I'm to understand. This game is full of twists and turns and things you do not expect. There's almost no way of actually knowing who the killer is. I mean, maybe, but a lot of it has to do with the stuff that goes on. It's really hard. Like, I'd be shocked if people figure this out before they finish the game, like without reading spoilers. It's pretty deep.
I haven't read any spoilers. I think I know how the dude's choosing his victims, though.
I'm not saying anything. You need to find out because this game is so good. Yo, I'm not even. Oh my god, I've never cried on a video game before.
Not even the end of The Walking Dead?
I didn't finish that. And
oh my god!
No, I probably wouldn't because I don't care as much about those characters. Like, it's like, meh. For some reason, the characters in Persona 4, it feels like they're real people. It really does. Like, as weird as it is to say, like, that they do the character development so well, and you get to know these people so well that it feels like you know these people IRL.
Yeah, I know.
Right? So, like, oh, man.
Now, did you max out anybody's S-Link?
Oh, yeah. Oh, a whole bunch of people. I maxed out Chie. I maxed out all the girls, and I maxed out Yosuke.
Now, can you get Chie and Yukiko to both love you?
Yes. Yeah, you can get every girl in the game to love you, although with some of the non-primary girls, like, you get in trouble. Like, have you met Ebi, what's her name? Ebi Abihara or something like that?
The bitch with the pink hair?
Yeah. The curly pink hair, and she's really mean.
You had to skip school with her to
get that one.
Yeah.
All right. Like, I was working on that one for a little bit, and then I was already in an intimate relationship with Yukiko, and then she just came up and she was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was like, "Ooh." And I was like, "It's not what it looks like." And then the other girl left, and I was like, "Oh, social link burn." So I don't know. I guess it's best to only go with one, but I went with all of them just to see, what's up.
I was a dick like that in Rune Factory. I romanced all the girls. Because I didn't know who I wanted to marry, so I romanced all of them.
So it's like, well, I can't choose, so I'll just take everything.
But it sucks because I never knew what the... Because in that game, I don't know if in Persona you get married, you're too young, I'm guessing, so...
No.
But in Rune Factory, if you do the right crap, you end up marrying one of them. And if you're not careful with some of the girls, all you have to do is wait until their love is up high enough and then talk to them again. So I think it's 2 of the girls I can't talk to without starting the marriage combo. And it's like, fuck, I don't want to marry you, but if I say no, then you won't love me anymore. Fuck. So then I have to load from a save point.
I don't know. With Persona, it's awkward like that too, though, because once you get your level 10 social link, you kind of get forced into deciding whether you love them or not, and it's really awkward to say no. Like, did you take the music club or the acting club thing?
I haven't done either of them.
Oh, really?
I'm not in a club. I'm on a sports team.
No, you can do both.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, definitely do both. Because there's a social link there. But yeah, with the acting club, I took the acting club, and the girl was like, "I love you," and I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't try to get her to like me, right? I didn't say anything special. I was just being nice, right? And like the options were like say yes, or like just walk away. And I was like, that's so dry. What the fuck?
That's such a dick move.
So I was like, well, I don't want to romance. Oh my god,
I love you. And
I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to romance her, so I just walked away. And the girl's like, oh, okay, well, bye then. And I was just like, oh my god, that is so awkward. By the way, Chris, once you finish a romance, what you got to do, right? We talked about this.
I looked up the Chie hug.
Did you do it?
I have not done it yet.
It's awkward, right?
Wait, is there any way for me to ask about this without it being like a total spoiler?
You'll find out.
Or?
You'll find out. You'll find out.
You'll find out.
I don't know if it was There's all of them are kind of just awkward. So like just
that Chie hug is really awkward.
Right? Okay. So like, yeah, you know what to do. But yeah, that's Persona 4. It's
why awesome. Won't he let her go? Sorry. Why won't he let her go?
So then there's Black Ops 2. Obviously, play that. Hundreds and hundreds. I'm 8th prestige on multiplayer now.
I don't know how you can still play that game. There's so much other stuff to be playing.
I play stuff as I go. I almost finished Need for Speed Most Wanted. I have 3 more guys to beat, I think.
Wow.
That game is so much fun. Oh, man.
I told you that game was good.
Yeah, that game is fun. I want to get the Vita version just because
my cousin exactly the same thing.
Really? Oh, that's awesome.
Exactly
because my cousin was playing the iOS version, and he said it was amazing. He was like, oh my god, if this is good, I can't, like, oh man, I kind of want the console version now too. And I was like, oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, the Vita version, from what I hear, is exactly the same thing as the console version.
Oh, man.
Exactly the same thing, just in your hand. And the graphics just take a little bit of a hit because it doesn't have the power that the consoles do.
Yeah. Oh, man. And it's a pretty looking game, too. And I played Amazing Spider-Man.
I heard that game was bad.
It's not bad. It's not great. The camera is kind of like the biggest dick in the world, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I was in the mood for some Spider-Man every now and then. I love my Spider-Man, so web swinging around the city, it's fun.
Reading any of the new books?
I just picked up Spider-Man 700 today. I might read that tonight.
Oh, I picked up my comic books today, and they didn't have any copies of 700.
Oh, that sucks.
But I am gonna start reading Superior.
That came out on Boxing Day, 700.
Yes, it did.
Just the 26th.
Yep.
That's Canadian. I guess that doesn't really...
European.
Oh, do Europeans celebrate? Did you look up...
I did look up Boxing Day. The U.S. is the only, country that doesn't have Boxing Day.
Oh, so weird.
They have it in, France, Spain, the U.K.
So
we just
weird.
don't have it.
All right, yeah. So that was that. That was a cheap game. I got that for $20, I think, on Xbox. So I want to finish it. It's fun, Spider-Man. I finished Far Cry 3, and that game started off really good.
Yes, it does.
And then it just got really weird and not good. Like the story. The game itself is still good as a video game, but the story, what the hell did I play?
Could you even do anything in that final mission, or did you have the frame rate issues that I had where I couldn't do anything? When you're on the turret.
Oh, no, yeah. No, my frame rate was fine. I guess it was just you. My frame rate was fine, yeah.
Frame rate dropped like a fucking brick.
No, mine was fine. It was hard to aim.
Yeah.
It was kind of dumb, but yeah.
It was broken.
Fine.
It was broken.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. Oh, that game, I guess they just ran out of budget or something. Because the beginning is amazing. And then it just gets really bizarre and not
Somebody
good.
Just dropped the ball.
You get off the first island, and and the game does a complete 180 and taking a giant shit down the toilet.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there. Yeah, story-wise, the story is just bizarre after the past 3 quarters. It just makes no sense. It's stupid. It's just dumb. And I finished Binary Domain, which is really good.
Wait, before we go on to Binary Domain, Far Cry 3, you get to make a choice. Which choice did you make?
Oh, I saved.
You saved? Okay.
I saved. Yeah. Did you do the same thing?
No.
Oh. Okay, well, we'll talk about this later then.
Yeah, okay.
Just so we don't spoil on here, because it's worth playing, because I guess it is really good, but just note that the story gets a little bizarre and kind of just weird, right? Just weird. I think that's the word for it. Just weird. Anyways, I finished Binary Domain. That's really awesome.
Picked that up.
Did you? Oh, dude, play it. It's a lot of fun. It starts off really slow, and you end up kind of being oh, this is kind of dumb and really boring. But after you beat that first tutorial, I guess first level, it gets really good. It picks up really good. It just gets crazy. Did you play?
I haven't started playing it yet.
Did you play Vanquished?
Not yet.
Oh, come on. Okay, play both of those. Those are both like by the same team.
Funny thing is, I picked up a copy of Binary Domain, Vanquish, and Spec Ops: The Line at Play and Trade for under $20.
Oh, such a good deal. I haven't played Spec Ops yet, but I want to play it. Is that the same team? No, but Binary Domain and Vanquish are Sega. Yes. I don't know what team that is, but they're good. They're good guys. And I played this bizarre game off Steam that's called 30 Flights of Loving.
Yeah, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it sounds really bizarre.
Okay, it's a game. Is it a game? I don't think it's a game. It's... God, how do you explain this? All right, it's a story game where you walk around and a story happens. And the only reason I bought it is because it was like, I think it was like $2. And the people had really funny shaped heads. They're like little square heads. And they had really funny shaped faces. And like really skinny little arms and stuff. So I thought it looked funny. And you end up pushing this guy who got shot, pushing him around. And I'm not even quite sure what the story is about. And like you just kind of walk from one end of a room to the other. And that's supposed to like tell the story. No idea what the hell was going on. It's like a 10-minute game. Or a 10-minute walk, rather, I should say. Because that's really what it is. It's just a walk. I wouldn't recommend it. Apparently, it's made by some guy who's made some good games before, like a guy who makes games by himself or something like that. I don't know. It makes no sense. No. It was ass. That's the verdict. It was ass. It was stupid. It made no sense. I have no idea what was going on. I don't know. And I played Wipeout 2048 on the Vita. I bought that on Boxing Day.
How was it?
It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. Yeah, it's really good. It's really fast.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is a good thing, right?
Well, it's Wipeout. It's usually fast.
Yeah, it's like stupid fast. Well, it's not stupid fast. Like, I played the PSP version, like Wipeout Pure.
Right.
I think. And that was like stupid fast. I couldn't even fucking control that game. But this game is like a little bit slower. Or the controls are just better. But it's a little bit better. And yeah, so... I don't know. It's fun. It was $20, and it's definitely worth it. Definitely a really good game on the Vita. And I picked up DJ Max Technica Tune, which is the only way to get a physical copy of this game is to order off the website of the people who make it.
Right.
If not, you can pick it up off of PSN. It's a Vita game. It's a Vita music rhythm Asian music game, so it has lots of crazy Asian music. And
is it better than Sound Shapes?
No, it's not at all like that. It's not even close to be the same. Like, this is a straight up music rhythm game. Kind of like you played what was that DS game that was really awesome?
Elite Beat Agents.
Elite Beat Agents. You played that, right?
Yes.
Kind of imagine the same thing, but like the dots are not like in kind of like specific place on the screen. There's like these two columns, and the buttons come up, or the circles or the lines, and you just got to touch the circles at the rhythm as the line goes across the screen.
Kind of like Theater Rhythm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, pretty much like that. Just like the line. It's a little bit awkward to play, at least for me, because I'm left-handed. So like you have to use the back touch screen to touch sometimes. And then you use the
left-handed.
Front. Yeah, I'm left-handed. Surprise. But yeah, so it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's a lot of fun. And finally, I picked up Symphony when it was on Steam sale for, I think, $1 or something. And that game's fun.
What's Symphony?
You take your music and you play Space Invaders, essentially.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
I got super excited for a second. I thought you meant Symphony of the Night. I was like, it's on Steam? What? I can have that on another platform? Are you kidding me?
And I think I misspelt it, actually. Did I?
That's how you spell symphony. Like, actual symphony?
Yeah, like musical symphony. Yeah, it's a really cool game. I was considering picking up another copy and gifting it, but yeah, I didn't.
No, sorry, Dong. No Castlevania's on Steam.
No Castlevania on Steam, Dong, fortunately.
Sadness. And
that's all I played. That was a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Lots
stuff.
Lots of good games. Yeah. Except for 30 Flights of Loving. That just made no sense. Chris, you've been playing a lot of stuff. Actually, more stuff than me, I think.
Maybe.
What have you been playing?
Okay, so I've been playing Skyrim again, like I said before. Picked that up again. Bought all the DLC.
Ooh.
On
Xbox?
Yeah, on Xbox.
I had it up on PC for the modding.
I really want to pick it up on PC so I can mod the shit out of it.
Yeah.
My laptop can't run it, and I think I need a new vid card for my PC before I do that. My video card's like 4 years old.
Oh.
I just don't want to play through all the crap I've already played through.
See, that's why I like console controls.
Oh yeah, there is console controls, right? You could just hack yourself.
Yeah, I could just be like, okay, I'm level 81, and I don't have to go through all that crap again.
Yeah.
But I also hate playing on PC. So
controller support. That's all I have to say.
There's a lot of really cool mods.
Yeah, there are
out there. Yeah.
We were looking at some of it tonight, actually.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Final Fantasy, stuff like that.
So many mods, like, it's crazy.
There's a lot of it, like, right there in just the Steam Workshop.
Well, isn't that where most of it's from?
Yeah, but there's also off-site stuff.
There's independent people who just have their shit up.
Yeah, I was looking through some of that stuff. I still don't know how to install it though.
It's easy. I haven't done Steam Workshop yet, but I looked it up.
I did it with Portal 2 downloadable levels and stuff, but I can't remember how I did it. It's not complicated. It's like you literally click a button, but I couldn't find the button. So I didn't get to actually do that. So I played like a minute of that, so I didn't put down what things I haven't played. Because if not, I would have been playing Skyrim too.
But yeah, I've played Skyrim, downloaded the house fucking DLC for $5. And yeah, building a house was fun to build one house, but it's really grindy, and setting it up the way I wanted to was awesome and all that good shit.
Like, I warned you. You were well warned.
Yeah, but I wanted a house of my own.
Yeah, the house is sweet.
Fish library?
I want a fish library. I just don't know which house that is.
That's... Fuck if I remember. If I looked at it on the map, I would remember. But offhand, I don't remember the name of it.
Fish library?
Yeah, fish library. But I had to Strongguard, and I haven't started Dragonborn yet. That's because Persona 4 got in the way, because I've been playing a shit ton of that. Like I was saying before, that game really reminds me of The Walking Dead. Just because, like, fighting is 30% of that game, going into dungeons and fighting is 30% of that game, and the other 70% of that game is story, talking to people, social interactions, making decisions, choosing conversation wheels, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And Nanako is Clementine, without a doubt. I just want to take care of her. She looks so cute and stuff.
Yeah, I told you, and you hated her at first. You were like, "Is there any way I can kill her?"
Her voice is fucking annoying.
No,
at first it was.
That's the thing. Like, a lot of characters were annoying at first, and you end up liking them.
She's the only character I thought was annoying at first. Her and there was one other guy, the bumbling rookie detective.
Oh, just wait. You'll end up. Just wait. I'm not going to say anything. Just wait.
Like, I just got his first S-Link, and I don't know where to go to pursue more of it.
Mm-hmm. His.
Yeah, his. So, that's Persona.
Right, you'll see.
That's Persona 4.
Ooh, I can't wait till you discover the truth.
Man, I love that we're like 45 minutes into the show and we're still talking about what we've been playing.
Yeah,
we've been gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
2 weeks of actual gaming time, though, not just fucking around.
Played some more Black Ops 2. Everybody in my guild has stopped playing that game. So
why?
I have no idea.
They do that sometimes. They'll just they'll be all into it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then out of nowhere, everyone's busy and just there's nothing going. No one's playing, and nothing's going on.
Did they do this with Modern Warfare 3 and all that?
Yes.
Except for 2 of them, and even those 2 are gone. Everybody in my guild or my clan is now playing Resident Evil 6. Every single one of them.
Oh, that's weird. I picked that game up. I haven't started playing it yet.
They did the same thing a while ago with Madden, though.
Yeah.
But Madden gets boring. You can only play Madden for so much, right?
I don't know. They were playing it for a while.
I don't know. Black Ops is a lot of fun. I don't know why all of my friends quit playing too. That's the weird thing.
Like, and I'd be playing more if I had people to play with, but I don't have anybody to play with, so I'm like, fuck it.
Oh, you should have told me, dude. Whenever I have a spot open, I'll invite you if I see you playing it.
Okay. I started playing Spec Ops: The Line.
Is it good?
The first mission is very straight and narrow. Like, this is an average shooter, but then shit hits the fan and it gets a little bit better. But I'm only like 3 missions into that game.
Oh, so it's like Binary Domain.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah, I want to get it. I still want to get it. I believe it was on sale again for $20 on Boxing Day, and I couldn't find it. I was so mad.
I
picked it up. I think at Plane Trade they charged me. Oh no, that was my free game because it was buy 2 get 1 free. That was
my
game.
God, you're so lucky. You got Binary Domain, Vanquished, and Spec Ops.
And Dragon Age Origins and 2 other things.
Oh my God.
I spent $26.
Oh, you got like the best games ever. Damn.
And they had like nothing left, and I was like, why don't
that was what they had left?
That was like, yeah, they had barely any used games left. It was a lot of old stuff and like stuff I didn't think I'd find.
I thought some of those were from that day, and I thought some of those were from a trip to GameStop.
No, GameStop, I spent my gift cards on 3 months of Xbox Live and a 2,000 point Microsoft card so I can download the Borderlands 2 DLC.
Oh, yeah, I want to do that too.
It's funny you mentioned Black Ops. I was just randomly checking my friends list on Xbox, and your cousin isn't playing, but the missus is.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't want to play with the missus. She's bad.
Oh, the new DLC for Black Ops comes out at the end of the month, on the 29th.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
I've finished Far Cry 3.
Right. We discussed that.
Yeah, we discussed
Bizarre.
Okay, so Steam sale stuff. I picked up Plants vs. Zombies on the PC for like $4, if that, and been playing the hell out of that because I really like Plants vs. Zombies.
That game is pretty cool.
I bought Amnesia: The Dark Descent on the last day of the sale. It was a flash sale. I got it for $2.99 or $3.99.
Have you played it?
Yes, that's why it's on here.
Is it? Oh well. Did you shit your pants?
No. My laptop can't run it very well, so it's very jaggedy and the frame rate shit. And I'm like, but I did play for like about an hour of it, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this.
I don't want to play that game because I can't fight back.
You can't fight back. You have to run and hide.
You have to run and hide.
Wait, which game is that?
Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Well, you can hide.
I have no interest in that.
The scariest part of this fucking game is you have to you can hide in the shadows sometimes. But did you ever play the fuck was it? The GameCube game, Eternal Darkness?
No.
Okay. In Eternal Darkness, you had a sanity meter. In Amnesia: The Dark Descent, you have a sanity meter. So if you're hiding in the darkness, your sanity slowly goes down. If it goes all the way down, you die. But, like, you start to see images and hear sounds and shit. Oh, it's fucking crazy.
Wait, but can't, like, the monster in that... Or is it monster or monsters? I don't know.
Don't really know.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with monsters.
The Thing. I would say The Thing, yeah.
They can't see you, correct? But they can hear.
They can see you as well. If you're in the light and they're walking past you, they can see you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, well, because I thought they could only hear you. But they could stand in front of you in the darkness and not see you.
Yes.
I believe. And that, oh my God. That must be so terrifying.
I haven't gotten, like I said, that far yet. So
I've only watched videos of it because I don't want to play that.
I really want to play that. I heard it's really good.
Scary games.
And the sequel's coming out, so I'm like, yeah.
I thought the sequel already came out.
No, War of the Pigs comes out later this year. Or stop your nose.
I'm pretty sure Amnesia already has like a second thing to it.
No, it's not out yet.
I need to look this up.
Go ahead.
Oops. Sorry.
It's like pigs. It's like Pigs in the Machine. I think what it is.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Oh, okay, that's not what I wanted to type. Amnesia.
Are you really looking this up?
I thought it came out. I thought they had maybe an expansion pack for it or something. Oh, they don't.
No, it's just the game. That's all that's out right now.
I thought there was an expansion pack for it. I was convinced. All right, fair enough.
And speaking of scary games, did you see that Slender's getting an actual release in 2013?
Is it really?
Yeah, another.
Is it going to be like a real, not just some?
Yeah.
Oh God,
scary as hell.
People are really into that game.
I love Slender.
All it is you go get paper. It's like
I don't.
Slender.
No, I've never played because you can't fight back.
Play Slender.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like scary games where you can't fight back. I'll play any scary game as long as I can fight back and murder back.
No, you don't have to worry about that because once you see Slender Man, you're done.
Right.
But I'd like
what would be easier if I could take a baseball bat and beat the shit out of Slender Man.
But you're a little girl.
Right. Well, I'll be a little girl who has Arnold Schwarzenegger in her arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and beat the crap out of him with a crowbar. Then I'd play Slender.
I'd really like to see you play that game with a reaction video on your face.
No.
I'm sorry.
Because there'd be a lot of cursing and, death threats to Slender.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna fucking kill you guys. Thanks for making this fucking game. Fuck you guys.
No, not towards the people who made it. That would be so mean.
I was cursing the people that made it when I got up to, 6 pages.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
I would curse the guy, the Slender Man himself.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Fucking piece of shit.
And the worst part about Slender is when you get up to 7 pages and you're like, fuck, and you want to turn around to see if he's behind you, but if you turn around, you're going to die.
Wait, why do you die if you turn? Is the whole point of the game
collect 8 pages and don't get caught by Slender Man? That's the point of the game.
Right, so it's
you
catch him if you can.
You can't look at him.
And he can't get close enough to touch you.
Yeah, as soon as he touches you, it's game over.
And if you look at him, it's game over.
Well, he's got to be really close to you and it's game over.
That sounds
up in your face. Oh no, it's good. But
you want to come near me? Do you want to come near me, Slender Man? Eat chainsaw, bitch! Bet you didn't see that coming. You want to get close? Come on! Touch the chainsaw with your chest. Just touch it. I swear it'll just go through.
All right. On to a better game than Amnesia. I played FTL. I think this game.
Please explain what this game is, because I have no idea.
Okay, so you have a mission where you're supposed to transport these orders from one area of the galaxy to this main post, and you're the rebel. You're the Federation. The rebels are trying to take over, so you're running from the rebels so that you can get these plans to the Federation before the rebels show up.
Mm-hmm.
And you build your ship, you get a crew, and then you go out into the galaxy, and random events happen as you jump from star system to star system. So you'll get into fights, and you got to shoot lasers and shit at people, and power your systems, and depower. Oregon Trail in space.
I was just about to say that, you motherfucker. I was just about to ask you Oregon Trail in space. So, because I see the screenshots. Really I bought this game.
You bought FTL?
I bought it.
It's amazing.
Okay. I see screenshots of, I watch gameplay. It's like a turn-based?
No, not turn-based.
The battles aren't turn-based?
No, everything's real-time.
So it's like an RTS when you battle, kind of?
Not really, because you don't do any moving.
Oh, shit just automatically happens?
Well, you have to power and choose what weapons you want and choose where you want to fire them.
Oh, okay. But wait, because I saw a picture. Okay. It was people fighting in the ship.
Yep, people can fight in the ship if they morph over to your ship, which is really bad, and it fucks you over really bad if you don't have the right aliens on your ship.
Uh-huh. But then you can blow the ship up with your spaceship.
Yes, you can shoot the other spaceship and blow it up. That's normally what you do in that game.
Right, but you can do both at the same time?
Yes.
That's crazy. That sounds cool.
You can press the spacebar to pause the game and choose what you want to do, and then press on spacebar, and then all your shit will start happening.
Right.
But once there's somebody on your ship, my favorite thing to do is open up all the doors and blow them out of the airlock. Which is
this game sounds cool. I need to try this because it did get a lot of awards and.
Oh yeah, definitely in my top 5 games of 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotta try this. I still haven't tried Journey either, though.
I played a little bit of Journey. I think FTL's better.
Really? Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll have to give that a shot.
Another game I've been playing, thanks to Steam sale, is The Binding of Isaac.
Chris, how many hours of Binding of Isaac did you play?
22.
Jesus Christ.
In like a week and a half. It's a Zelda clone. So it's very... what the hell did you call it? It's very like original Legend of Zelda, where you have 3 hearts and you drop in this dungeon. You fire tears at people, at your enemies, and
tears.
Yeah, you're crying, so you fire tears.
So you QQ all over your enemies.
Yes, you QQ all over your enemies. Oh. And you find power ups and more health hearts and a bunch.
Zelda.
A bunch of really weird stuff. But the power ups are all randomized.
Mm-hmm.
So you find items that you can use and cards and pills and.
Is there a world, like an open, like
no,
kind of like a world like Zelda?
Okay, the Binding of Isaac is your mother is a freaking church freak, and one day she hears God talk to her and like take all of Isaac's stuff away. So she's like, okay, because Isaac's got the devil in him. So she takes all of Isaac's stuff away, and then again she's like, you know what? God says to her, hey, show me how much you love me by killing your son. So his mother goes to kill him, and he finds a trapdoor in the basement, in this floor that leads to the basement. You open up the trapdoor, and you fall down, and that's where the game starts.
What the fuck?
It's really good.
Okay.
Like, really...
I'm just looking at screenshots, and it just looks...
It's really fucking weird, but it's...
How old are you? Wait, why are you fighting, like, larvas and shit?
Because you're in the basement.
Are you a fetus?
No, but you can get a fetus on your face.
What the fuck?
You're like 8 and you're naked. You don't
okay, so you're an actual boy. Because
yes.
I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
It's really good. I fucking love that damn game.
Okay. I'll have to try it one day once it goes on sale again.
Yeah, I paid I think $2.99 for it. It was amazing.
It's like $1. Yeah. Shit's cheap.
Then I picked up Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 off of Steam for $2.49 each.
Oh, those are great games.
Yeah, so I started playing the first one again, and I was like, wow, this is when BioWare still know how to make a good RPG. And it made me sad because Mass Effect 2 and 3 had like no RPG elements. But that game's still really good. Have either of you guys played Knights of the Old Republic?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
I almost finished 1, and I played some of 2. But 2 wasn't as good.
2 wasn't as good, and the ending wasn't. The ending was terrible in 2. 1 is still probably definitely one of my all-time favorite RPGs. I just wish that it had. I don't think it has controller support, and I wish it did. Because playing that game on a mouse and keyboard is really hard.
I just get used to it.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'll just get used to it, but it makes me sad. All right, 2 more games that I've been playing. I've played Braid. Finally played Braid. I've been wanting to play this game basically since it came out, and I was like, oh, I'll wait. So I bought it on Steam for cheap, and that game makes me want to throw my laptop because it's hard, and it pisses me off. Like, really bad. Dawn was there with me and saw me almost throw my laptop.
Which one was that?
That's the one where, like, I could rewind time. And I was clicking.
Oh my god, you were getting so ragey at that game. Like, the concept seems neat. Just in some places, the timing just seems wrong, no matter how you rewind it and go forward.
It's a giant puzzle game, and they changed the rules of the puzzle from stage
constantly,
to stage
yeah,
without telling you, and it makes me so mad. But it's good, and I think that at some point I'll probably finish it, but that time is not now. And then the last game I played Shank 2, because Shank 2 is just awesome.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you played
it really? No, I haven't played it.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I like side-scrolling beat 'em up, like Streets of Rage-ish type games, and that's what Shank is.
Yeah.
So I like beating the shit out of 2D cel-shaded-ish animation, cartoon animation.
It's really violent too, right?
Yeah, like ripping people's faces off and shit like that. Yeah. But
is that it?
Yeah, that's everything I've been playing.
A whole hour.
A whole hour of what we've been playing, and welcome to 2013.
And welcome to 2013. Although it's been 2 weeks, so...
It has been 2 weeks.
That's a lot of good stuff that we've been playing.
Yeah, it is. Well, we'll be back every week from now on, so you guys won't have to sit through an hour of what we've been playing and us bullshitting about games.
Personally, in my opinion, that's the most interesting part, though, to see what people play.
Yeah.
That's what I like when I listen to podcasts.
I like what we've been playing.
Like, oh my god, Persona 4. Oh
my god, Persona 4.
By the way, I sent you a Skype message yesterday about the damn dog you can hear in your bedroom, and you told me you never heard him.
Never heard it. Maybe because I was still thinking about the song that was playing before I got into my bedroom.
Like, it annoys me because you can't hear him barking in any other part of the house. But you go up to your room and it's like, do you hear the music? And then you hear, ruff, ruff. And I'm like, where the fuck is that dog? I just want him to shut the fuck up.
I've never heard that. Maybe your game's broken.
No, it's not. My game's broken. The dog barks.
Maybe you have a game-breaking glitch.
No, don't say that. I'm like 15 hours.
You around.
I'm like into 15 hours. I'm like 15 hours into that game. Do not even say that shit.
It took me 50. I'm at 50 hours.
Oh, and by the way, there's no way it's a game-breaking glitch due to the fact that I downloaded it.
Oh, you didn't actually buy it?
No, I do not own a physical copy.
You downloaded it.
I did download it.
You need to download Persona 3 now. I've only played the beginning of it.
Oh, I will, but I want to get through Persona 4 first.
Of course, by all means, finish the great one.
All right, so we got some stuff that is more recent. I don't want to go back 2 weeks and talk about news and announcements and shit that have happened in the past 2 weeks. So, but let's talk about some of the stuff that's happened somewhat recently.
A lot of this seems pretty recent.
Yeah, all of it's within like the past week or two.
That's okay.
So, it's news. Kind of. It's our new twist on news.
It's news. Opinionated news.
It's news time, yeah, it's news time, yeah, news time. I just really
hit it, Dawn.
Dawn's in the bathroom.
Hit it, Dawn. Good job, Dawn.
Thank you.
We're so good at being Dawn.
We are. Really? Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, guys, I'm really sick.
We love you, Dawn. Please don't hurt us.
She's not here. She can't even hear us.
Oh, maybe she'll listen to the podcast one day.
No, she doesn't listen to the podcast. Only I do that.
Maybe she'll listen to the podcast one day. This is called insurance. Okay. We love you, Dawn.
Love you, Dawn. Sorry, honey. Please don't cut off my dick. Hi. You gonna sneak back into the room now and get back on the microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So, what do you want to start talking about first? The first thing, the second thing, the third thing, the fourth thing, the fifth thing, or the sixth thing?
Oh God. Okay. Well, I want to save the three first ones. Those are really interesting. Those are.
Yeah, those are really interesting.
And let's start with the second last one. That one's kind of dumb.
Okay, so according to everybody, in the next DLC for Black Ops 2 that's coming out on the 29th, you're going to be able to play as a zombie in zombie mode.
Ugh.
How the hell is that going to work? So it's going to be like Left 4 Dead?
I have no idea.
And like, there's no special zombies. Like,
it's not.
Well, there is kind of, I guess, but like the boss zombies.
It's not like boomers and stuff.
Yeah, there's no like. How the hell are they? Well, I don't care. I never play zombies. I hate zombies.
Yeah, me too.
I find it.
It's only one thing, and it's called Turned. It's only in one new game type.
Interesting, but it's interesting. I mean, at least they're trying, right? Like, they're not being like Infinity Ward, terrible developer, where they just kind of like copy and paste what they had before, and they don't even attempt to do something different.
No, they don't attempt. Treyarch does.
Yeah, that's the thing. Treyarch does.
I love fucking Treyarch.
I like Treyarch too because I respect them because like they actually listen.
I want to have Treyarch's babies.
I wouldn't go that far.
Like all of them. I don't care.
Because I would still rather have who does Dice's babies.
You like Battlefield?
I love the balance in Battlefield.
The balance is really good in Battlefield.
When you see the changes they make, like because I used to play like when Modern Warfare 3 sucked balls, I went to Battlefield, and there was oh my god, like at the beginning when we started playing Battlefield, it was like okay, this map is too like just it's if you're not a sniper, you can't do good on it, and it's really irritating. And then there's people who would abuse certain things to get out of the map. And then you know what they do? They're like, all right, well, the map is irritating. You're right. Let's make it wider.
Oh,
Bam.
yeah.
Then they're like, well, people are abusing that, so let's take that out. Bam. You know, like they fixed everything in their patches. And it's like you look at the patches that they do compared to the patches Infinity War did. It's like Infinity War is like they change one thing. Or like, SMGs were too good. Let's make them better. Right? They completely get it wrong. Like they completely fuck everything up somehow. Like SMGs are really broken. I guess if we make them stronger, it'll balance everything out.
If we make them more broken, that'll fix the original broken, right?
Right. Meanwhile, like DICE, they're like, you want the patch notes? They pull out like this giant, like 500-page like baby killer book, and they're like, bam, here, have a look, and every change is perfect.
Oh, I agree. I think that DICE does a very good job with making sure that the game stays balanced and stays, fun to play. But at the same time, I don't think that they know how to handle the community.
I think they do. The problem is Battlefield is it's for that specific type of player. Like all I did was play TDM. I never played like those big maps, the full maps. Like TDM's map size is like about what Call of Duty is.
Right.
And like when you play the normal game, it's like I don't like it personally because it's like you run if you don't get in a vehicle, you have to run for 15 minutes and then you just get killed by a tank or
killed by a tank. That's what was happening with me in like the big freaking ones with the vehicles. I'd be like, fuck this, I don't want to get into a vehicle, I just want to shoot stuff. And then I'd run. Oh shit, I just got killed by a tank. Run. Oh, one of my teammates crashed the helicopter 2 feet from me and I blew up with the helicopter. God damn it. Oh yeah.
I mean that's why that's the part I didn't like about Battlefield, but the TDM part was fun. And that's the thing, Battlefield isn't for everyone.
I like TDM. That's what I played most of the time when I played Battlefield. Was TDM.
That's what I mean. That's what I would play, TDM, because it's more fun. Well, it's more fun for me. I don't want to say it's more fun overall because some people love the vehicles, and that's cool, but the vehicles are just not for me.
People would tell me I was dumb because I didn't want to play the vehicle games.
Yeah, same here. Like I just don't like the vehicle things. It's not for me. I like the fast-paced action. I don't like slowly like creeping vehicles into their spawn in order to win, right? Like stuff like that. Like to me it was no fun. I don't know.
I just want to run around and shoot some people.
But the balancing is so good. But anyways, that has nothing to do with zombies in Black Ops 2.
Are you gonna try the new mode? I know you're gonna get the DLC. I know I'm gonna get the DLC. Are you gonna try the new mode?
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I did play zombies in Black Ops 2, so yeah, I mean, I'll give it a shot. But
I really enjoyed zombies in Black Ops 2.
I just like that, like
Black Ops 1.
They don't leave anything out. Like they're like, okay, here, map pack, new zombie map, and 4 new maps. That's a lot of content.
They've already done one new zombie map for everybody. They gave us Nuketown.
You have to have this. Don't you have to have the season pass for
it? You
that?
have to have the season pass for it, but they
took it away already.
No, this is different.
This is for zombies.
Oh, never mind.
But I'll be picking up the season pass once the DLC hits because I respect this game enough to drop the money on the season pass.
I don't know yet because I've got Devil May Cry coming out around then, and then March is full of stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know everything.
I don't know.
YOLO, right?
You only live on the internet?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
All right, you want to talk about Dead Rising 3 being leaked?
Well, I don't know about this, but
okay, so
if you say so.
All right, this dude posted on his LinkedIn profile that he had done animation for for Dead Rising 3. And once people caught on to it, he took it down right away, like that off of his resume.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is not the first time something leaks, quote unquote, leaks like this. Like, come on now.
Wait, the fact that it's being worked on is the leak in this?
Yeah, like the fact that it does exist.
That it does exist. And that his date that he says that he had for when he worked on it was back in 2011.
Oh, that's a time ago.
Yeah, so the game's been being worked on for 2 years. My guess is that it's a next gen. It's either a next gen launch title or a very end of the year this gen launch title. Like
that's what I'm thinking. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know.
It's not a big deal, but it seems like it's not. Like, it wasn't an accident. This is not the first time this happens. This has been leaked before, like, through some douchebag's resume. And he's like, oops.
Oopsie.
And it's like, yeah, you accidentally typed that in. And it's like, oh, your spelling's so perfect, and it's perfectly placed. The spacing is right. And it was like, clearly you looked at it. You know what
it's not wrong. Like, say it was his Facebook profile, and one of his asshole friends was like, LOL, guess what I'm working on? La-di-da-di-da. Like, yeah, that's LinkedIn. Exactly. That's a professional profile. I have a LinkedIn.
Yeah. So
well, that's like, what was it? PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, when the guy that does the voice actor for Cole was like, oh yeah, he posted on Twitter like, so glad to get back in the studio being Cole, and Cole wasn't announced for that game for like another 3 or 4 months.
Oh yeah, LOL. And everyone was like, wait, Cole for what? Wait, more Cole? Where? What?
See, you guys say you don't care about the Dead Rising 3 news, but you guys will when you find out that it's actually a Vita game.
I will. No. I don't care that it was leaked. I like Dead Rising. I bought that stupid. I wouldn't even call it a DLC. It's like just straight up redo of Dead Rising 2. Off the record.
I never played Dead Rising 2.
What?
I never played Dead Rising 2.
Say that again.
I've never played Dead Rising 2.
Fool.
Dead Rising 1 was great. I love Frank West.
Dead Rising 1 is ass.
I love Dead Rising 1.
Dead Rising 1 played like a dying donkey playing clarinet or something. I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to explain Dead Rising 1. It's ass. It's horrible.
Now, did they take out all the camera stuff in Dead Rising 2?
Yes.
Did they take out the time element in Dead Rising 2?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to play it.
That's the part I didn't like. But once you kind of get used to it, Dead Rising 2 is easier to learn the map. Like the mall.
Right.
Well, it's not a mall. It's like Las Vegas. But and everything is more accessible. Whereas Dead Rising 1 isn't.
Do you still have to go into the bathroom to save?
Yes.
LOL, bathroom saves.
Are the psychos still really, really hard?
Yes and no.
Then I don't want to play this game.
Again, it depends on your level, but you could go right at the start of the game and go to the gun store, which is open and accessible very easily, and grab sniper rifles and literally 5-shot the psychos.
Oh, really?
Yeah, although there are psychos that will one-shot you, which is kind of dumb. But the psychos, the ones that you're supposed to fight, are really easy.
Anything as hard as the clown with the chainsaws in the first one?
Yes.
That fucking
There's
sucks.
Another clown with a chainsaw, I think, in this one, I'm pretty sure. And there's a chef that I was never able to beat. But again, it's that game is all about repetition and playing it over and over again till you level up and stuff.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I don't want to play that.
Oh, this one has co-op?
Oh, maybe I do want to play that. I like co-op games. Is there couch co-op?
No.
Damn.
I don't think sad. So.
Hey, game developers out there, please make more games with couch co-op.
How about, hey, game developers, please make more games with co-op? Let's start with that first.
Well, there's a lot of games that have co-op coming out. Are you picking up Dead Space 3? Because I'm looking for someone to play through that with.
Yes. As long as you're not going to be a whiny little crybaby when we play through it.
What do you mean a whiny little crybaby?
Oh, this is too scary. I'm just going to sit back here. You go do everything.
I play Amnesia, The Dark Descent, and Slender. Do you think I'm going to do that?
Okay, good. Because one of my buddies was like, I think he does listen to the podcast, but he was like, oh, I want to play Dead Space 3 with you. I'm like, oh, are you going to play the first two? He's like, no, those are too scary. I'm like, then you're not playing the third one with me because I'm not going to fucking run through the entire game by myself with you crying in the background, being scared.
I think that's the next, like, after I beat Spec Ops: The Line, I think I'm going to put in and plow through Dead Space 2 because I never beat it.
Oh, Dead Space 2 is really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it wasn't as scary and a survival horror as the first one, but it has its moments.
Personally, I think the second one is slightly overall has more scares than the first one personally, but none of it's really that scary.
The only thing that really scares me about the second game is I heard there's a nursery with demon babies, and
yes,
demon babies scare me.
Every time every game I play where there's demon babies or there's some sort of nursery or a hospital or school, I'm like, why does there have to be a school? Why does it have to be a school?
Did you play Dante's Inferno?
Not yet. I have that though. Yeah, I haven't played that yet.
Play that game. There's demon babies with swords for hands.
I heard there was like a dick monster or something like that.
No, there's a giant
monster.
There's a giant Medusa with giant tits, but her nipples have mouths, and they spit out demon babies with swords for hands.
That's the one, yeah.
Dawn played Dante's Inferno and actually liked it.
Oh.
I didn't get that far in it, though.
But you played it and liked it. Yeah, that seems like a game that Dawn would like, though, no?
Yeah, Dawn likes... I think Dawn would like the God of War games, too.
Wait, Dawn, did you like the 3D...
God of War.
Did you like the 3D Castlevania game that came out recently? What was it called? Lords of Shadow?
Lords of Shadow. I don't love where they're going with the storyline. It's kind of hard for me, so I tried trudging through some of it, but I'm not very good.
I heard the storyline wasn't very Castlevania-ish.
They completely changed it.
They're retconning this Castlevania storyline, and I'm not very happy about it, so I'm just pretending it's not happening.
All right, spoiler alert for 3-year-old game, Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
I haven't played it yet.
At the end,
you fight Dracula.
No, you are Dracula.
How's that a split? Damn, you're really dumb. You were dumb if you didn't.
No. You are Dracula. Like,
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, throughout the whole game, he's going through like trying to fight Dracula, but it turns out he is Dracula.
No, you have to turn yourself.
No, because he's not fighting Dracula. He's
fighting the devil.
He's fighting the devil to try and get... Well, first, for a while, wasn't he trying to get that... What the fuck was it? He was, like, getting items for the church or whatever that group was.
Yeah, and then his wife died.
And then his wife died, and he was like, fuck you, motherfuckers! And...
You have to go dark to be able to...
And then he gets ragey, and then he doesn't want to help the church anymore because they didn't save her or whatever they were supposed to be doing.
No, Patrick Stewart's character is actually the bad guy the entire time.
Who's
working for the church.
Yeah, he's the church dude.
Yeah.
And then your dude's like, you did
okay,
what?
enough. I really, I'm not even kidding when I say I haven't played this yet, and I kind of want to.
Oh, you didn't say you wanted to.
Well, I have it. Of course, I want to play it eventually.
No, still play it. It's
play it. It'll literally take you like 6 hours to beat the game.
Is it really that short? Is it on 2 discs?
It's on
360. Is it?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
It might be 2 discs, but yeah, it'll probably take you about 6 hours.
Holy shit!
The only thing I have a weird...
Play it on easy. It's not that hard.
The only thing I have a weird thing is thinking back to it, I get confused between shit that happened in Castlevania Lords of Shadow and shit that happened in Darksiders.
Really?
Yeah, because once you're in the castle, the castle-y type of shit, a lot of those are kind of...
You have to help people who are too big to fit through the doors they made.
No, not as bad as that, but there's like kind of similar graphic styles going on.
No, they're not similar at all.
They're similar to, I don't know, when I try to think back, I get...
The environments are very similar, but the graphic style is not. Darksiders is very comic book cartoony, whereas Lords of Shadow is very realistic.
Okay. Well, that's what I meant. Like, I don't know.
But I understand what you're saying. Once you get to, like, the broken down castles in Castlevania and the decrepit Armageddon Darksiders.
Yeah. Like, I'll think back to one and then try to remember if it was in that one or the other one.
See, I get Dante's Inferno and Lords of Shadow mixed up because it was both you were searching for your love. Which one had the giants? That was Lords of Shadow, right? The really annoying giant battles?
I think so.
Yeah, that's the worst part of that game, huh?
Lords of Shadow had that battle with that dude that you had to, like, fucking get his kneecaps and then crawl up further and get the thing on his chest and then crawl up further and get the shit on his shoulder.
Yeah, that's the Titan Giants I'm talking about. That's pain in the ass.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah. It's a really good game. Play it, Hollow.
I will.
All right.
Although I know the ending now.
Not everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of details that are not there.
And if you're really interested in the story, download the DLC like I did, because I really enjoyed the DLC.
Okay.
All right, next piece of thing. They stopped making PS2s after 13 years.
I know, you're all at home right now, like, LOL, what?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Well, hey, they've still been making FIFA and NHL and all that other shit for PS2.
Well, they're still going to keep making games for it. They're just not making any more systems, and they're not shipping any more systems out.
Damn.
That stuff blows my mind that they've still been making games for it.
This makes me sad. I love my PS2.
Yeah, I love my PS2.
Exactly, it still works, so you don't need more production on it.
I want to go out and buy a sealed one for like the $60 that they are and just put it in a box and leave it someplace.
Just so, like, if your PS2 breaks, you can go back and...
Yep, basically.
Yeah. That, honestly, I was thinking the same thing, to be honest, but, like, way before they stopped production. Like, 2 years ago, I said, oh, man, I need to buy a PS2 just in case mine breaks. Because there's a lot of really good games on PS2. Persona 4. Persona 3. Oh, I think I'm catching a cold, too.
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 2.
You didn't like those.
I love Kingdom Hearts 1.
You said you didn't like it.
He's just mad at Kingdom Hearts 2 because it cock-blocked him.
It cock-blocked me one time. I love Kingdom Hearts 1. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 is one of my all-time favorite games. Kingdom Hearts 2, not so much. I think it's worse than Kingdom Hearts 1 ever was.
I like Kingdom Hearts 2 better.
And Final Fantasy X. That's a PS2 game.
Final Fantasy X, yes.
It's supposed to be coming to the Vita in HD, and I'm still waiting to hear more about it. Because I will definitely play through Final Fantasy X again on the Vita. But...
I have to think, because some of the games I used to play on my PS2 were actually PS1 games.
Vice City. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the best Grand Theft Auto game ever made.
I personally like San Andreas a little bit more.
Oh, I fucking hate San Andreas.
It was big world. Very, very, very big world. Although the music in Vice City was much better.
There's too much stuff to do in San Andreas.
That's why it's so awesome.
No, that's why it's bad. Like, I don't want my dude to get, like, stupid thin because I run everywhere.
Then make him stupid fat.
I did, and then I ran everywhere, and it would be like, oh, your athleticism went up, oh, your athleticism went up, and by the time I'd get to, like, the other side of the island, he'd be thin.
If only it was like that in real life.
Exactly. I'd be like, fuck yeah, I guess I'll run, like, 4 miles and become a thin dude.
Why is losing weight IRL have to be so sucky?
So, do you know how many games they made for the PS2? Anybody want to take a guess?
A million, because they're still making them.
1,300.
How many?
1,300.
Done. Give me an actual number guess.
I don't know.
Come on.
$1.
No, not $1. Fucking guess.
Playing the Price is Right is $1.
Playing the Price is Right. Guess a goddamn number.
Tu mamá es un taco. Burrito.
2,000.
No, the PS2 right now's library is over 11,000 games.
Holy fuck. I wanted to guess a bigger number too.
That is a lot of games to have in your house if you want a complete PS2 collection.
I want a complete PS2 collection.
No, you don't.
Dawn is never going to have that.
Yeah, you're right. Dawn is never going to have that.
No, I really do. I want a complete PS2 collection.
No, you don't. Because I know some of the games in that collection because my brother has them and they're ass.
Yeah, but look, Devil May Cry, Onimusha 3, Onimusha 2.
Okay, and for every good game you buy, then you're going to have to buy 6 horrible licensed titles. Because every licensed title ever made was put out on the PS2 also.
And all the sports games.
all the sports games. But those will be like
for every good game, you're going to have like 15 ass games.
Okay.
Oh my god. More like 1,000 ass games?
So rather than buy a complete collection of PS2, can Can I buy a complete SNES collection?
No.
Why?
Because that has a lot of ass games in it too.
Yeah, but that has more gold than it does ass.
I don't know about that.
That's because they didn't license every movie ever in that generation.
No, that's what you're forgetting. They did license a lot of movies. It's just that licensed games were good back then.
There still weren't as many licensed games.
Aladdin on the Sega Genesis was amazing.
Ooh, that was godlike.
Same thing with The Lion King.
My favorite licensed game was NES.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I love that stupid Little Mermaid game.
My favorite licensed game, though, is Batman Arkham Asylum.
What?
That's a licensed game, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Batman is
licensed. No, that's next. This is 360. We're talking guys.
Yeah.
You little piece of shit.
We're thinking like old games, and all of a sudden
he's like, oh, 2010. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, you want to talk old games? Okay, then we're going to go RoboCop.
No,
on the NES.
That game was ass.
No, it wasn't. I fucking love RoboCop.
Game was ass on a stick.
Oh, suck my balls.
You just loved it because you were like, oh, I'm 5 years old and I just saw RoboCop and it's fucking awesome.
Do you really think my parents let me see RoboCop when I was 5?
Yes.
Okay, maybe they did, but so what? Oh, what about the Ghostbusters game on the NES?
Also ass.
I love the Ghostbusters game.
That one was at least entertaining ass, though. The other one was not so much.
Really?
Yes, really.
But no, I'm so sad. PS2, they're gone. No more Dot Hack.
There was no more Dot Hack anyways.
I want Dot Hack. I want more Dot Hack.
You said you didn't even play them.
I own them. I just want to play them.
Then play them.
No, that's okay.
Those are not very well. They're good, but meh. They're just cool.
What about Dynasty? Isn't Dynasty Warriors 1 on the PS2?
No, that's a PS1 game.
That's PS1 game.
I have it.
You have Dynasty Warriors 1?
I remember
sure I do.
Playing Dynasty Warriors for the first time. It was Dynasty Warriors 3.
I think for positive I have from 3 up, but I think I went back and got 1 at some point.
I almost exhausted the whole 60-minute time on the first mission somehow. And I was just like, oh my god, this game is going to take like 100 hours to beat.
It doesn't... Some of those missions, though, it wasn't that hard to do that because your dudes ran so slow and those maps were so big.
Yeah, back in the older games.
Yeah, like, so you'd be, like, just trying to figure out where the fucking army is, and it'd be, like, half your time, and you'd be like, fuck. Or you'd get life-boned, and you'd be running around the map trying to find baskets and shit to break.
Yeah. I like how everyone plays that game the same way.
It's like, fuck, I'm lifeboat. Run away from the armies and look for baskets. Son of a bitch, there's no baskets here.
You're being chased by, like, a general dude.
Yeah.
For, like, an hour because you're trying to find a health basket.
Fucking name guys are all up in your business, and then you find a camp by accident, and you're like, son of a bitch.
You crack the thing open, and it's like a weapon. Fuck, it's all what I need now.
I don't need a weapon bonus. I need a fucking life. Is there no food in this whole fucking camp?
All right, Chris.
It's sad. I'm sorry. What do you want to talk about? 1, 2, or 3?
I guess we can go with 3.
3? So THQ filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh.
It's sad.
That is sad because I like THQ. Saints Row the Third was probably my favorite game of whatever year it came out on.
2011. Yeah. I was really looking forward to Company of Heroes 2 and South Park The Stick of Truth.
Is South Park The Stick of Truth is still coming out, though?
Possibly.
It has to.
Is.
They've already put out a date on that and everything, I think.
The only thing is we don't know if THQ is going to be publishing it or not.
Oh, shit. So it might get delayed until it finds a publisher?
That's right.
That sucks a nut.
But EA...
Well, EA possibly might be buying up some of their assets. Ubisoft has said that they might want to be buying up some of their stuff, and same thing with Activision. My thing with THQ is, the reason that they failed was the UDraw tablet that they released, right?
Oh, yeah.
And all this what was that? I didn't even hear that shit.
It was
It was like a tablet that you used to play certain THQ games that you drew on. It would show up on your TV, like a second screen before the Wii U.
I was about to say, kind of like the Wii U's trying to do.
Yes.
Except it was ass.
Except
also like the Wii U is also ass.
Well,
but the Wii U is a screen that you can see. The tablet is literally just a tablet that you draw on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No actual, there's no actual screen there, right?
No.
It's more like a computer tablet.
I was about to say, if I got a tablet for $7, it'd just be like that.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, well, this is sad, though, because, Visceral Games is really good. Volition.
Yeah, THQ had a lot of good people.
Yeah, they had a lot of good titles.
The thing that makes me a little bit happy about this is, this means that we might actually get a Darksiders 3 if one of the other companies buys up the...
Dude, you didn't finish Darksiders 2, so it doesn't matter.
The reason I didn't finish Darksiders 2 is it's a prequel. I want to know what the fuck happens after the end of Darksiders 1.
Let's just say that there needs to be Saints Row 4, and that's all that needs to survive out of THQ.
Well, THQ also said that they might be holding on to, certain brands that they're not going to sell at this thing.
They can't do that because they're never going to be able to make them.
So, a lot of people think they're going to hold on to Volition and Saints Row. Because they're already in the middle of developing Saints Row the 4.
Good. So, now, sell it to...
Sell it
EA.
to Ubisoft.
EA.
Ubisoft.
Isn't Ubisoft almost going out of business, too?
No.
That's what I heard.
No, Ubisoft's fine. Ubisoft had Assassin's Creed last year, which was big for it, and then next year it has Tomb Raider. 2 big blockbuster games, and Assassin's Creed 3 sold gangbusters.
Isn't Tomb Raider in Square Enix?
Published by Square Enix, developed by Ubisoft.
Oh, geez, that's big.
No, not Ubisoft. Eidos, excuse me. But Far Cry 3 is Ubisoft.
Yes, Far Cry 3 is Ubisoft.
Which was another big blockbuster gangbuster game.
I guess Ubisoft.
And Rayman.
As long as Bethesda doesn't get it.
As long as somebody good gets Saints Row and does a good job with it and makes it crazy like Saints Row 3.
Sorry, Bethesda, I love you, but you do an ass job on fucking Saints Row.
They would. Somehow everything would be bugged.
You know what's really funny about THQ filing for Chapter 11 and all this crap? The more and more you think about it, everybody thinks about EA and Activision being the 2 companies that own everything these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody forgets that freaking Square Enix publishes a lot of games these days. A lot of fucking games these days.
Yeah, they do.
And same thing with Ubisoft. And Ubisoft makes a lot of games that are very good.
Yeah, they do.
And so does Square Enix, but people just don't realize that Square Enix is doing anything besides JRPGs because that's all they're known for.
That's too bad. They don't make any RPGs anymore, though.
No, they don't. They make Final Fantasy 13, 17.
Fucking Square Enix has lost their mojo.
They need to actually come out with a Final Fantasy 7 remake, I'll be honest. Or 6.
Let's just do a Final Fantasy X remake first, and then focus on the rest.
I just want HD graphics in Final Fantasy X. It's not hard to up-res it.
No, but see, Final Fantasy VII, they'd have to redo all the artwork.
Right.
So that would be huge.
I just want HD re-release for Final Fantasy X, and I'll be happy for now.
See, the problem is, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'll buy that, and then they don't buy it.
Oh, I'll buy that. I'll buy that day one.
Yes, but that's you. Well, we're assuming that you'll buy it day one, but a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, I'll buy that, and then when the time comes around, they'll be like, well, I said I would buy it, but I'm 15 and I don't have money. And then Square Enix is like, oh, well, I guess hey, THQ, come on, let's go chill because we're both bankrupt.
But THQ's been in trouble for a long time. Everybody's been talking about whether or not THQ is going to survive 2012. And they filed for Chapter 11 2 days after Christmas.
They should have filed it after the New Year.
Well, originally what was going to happen was they were going to get owned by a private company I can't remember, Blue something or other, and they were going to keep all their assets, and they were just going to no longer be a publicly traded company and just be a private company that made video games. And the courts rejected that and said that they needed to open up the floor to other bidders, and that's what's letting other people bid on their assets. So EA can come in and be like, yep, we're going to buy Saints Row and UFC and that South Park game you guys did all that work on. Yeah, we're good. Oh, and Homefront 2, which is being made by Crytek.
No one's going to buy WWE.
Nobody's going to buy WWE. Except maybe EA. I think EA might.
I was about to say, EA likes random sports titles.
Well, EA does the UFC games now too, don't they?
Yeah, but we haven't seen anything from them yet.
So, I don't know. But, you know, you have to, and that's the other thing, like, I'm worried about Homefront 2 because Homefront 1 wasn't terrible, but Homefront 2, Crytek's supposed to be working on. I really wanted to see that.
Homefront 1 was disappointing, but then it was like, that was pretty good. And then you were like, that was like 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And then you try the multiplayer and you're like,
this is ass.
You're like, this is ass. It's like, you don't know if it's okay or if it's just plain out terrible. Like, the multiplayer wasn't great, but it wasn't awful either. It was kind of like this awkward in between where you're like, well, it could be fun maybe if I play it this. It's like, maybe if I hold my controller upside down, it'll be fun. And like, you know, there's a way to play it properly and have fun with it. And you're just like, how does the picture go this way or that way? You're not sure. That was that game. I do hope they make Homefront 2 though. I'd like to see that game go further. This was interesting.
Especially if Crytek's doing it because they do Crysis.
Yeah, but Crysis 2 was ass.
I thought Crysis 1 was ass.
Both of them are kind of ass. The only redeeming factor is that they look really pretty.
The actual gunplay is not bad. That story is ass, and having to move in that fucking suit thing makes you feel like you're walking through sand and you just shit your pants.
Right, and how about in the first game where you're going through that zero gravity shit?
It's that's why I want to see them do something grounded, like Homefront 2. You know, grounded, actual physics, actual stuff. They can't be like, oh, now you're in space.
You weren't even in space. I'm not even quite sure what the hell you were doing in that.
But that's a futuristic game with alien technology and the nanosuit and bullshit. Whereas they couldn't do something like that in Homefront.
I do want Crysis 3, though, as horrible as it sounds.
Oh, I don't want that game. I think that game looks like ass.
No, it still looks pretty. It looks pretty, but
like it looks Cry. No, it looks like Crysis 2.
And Crysis 2 still looks really good. I don't know what's wrong with it.
I'm talking about gameplay-wise. I don't like the gameplay in Crysis.
Whatever. It's a shooter. It takes like 3 hours to beat.
Eh.
Just play it and be like, oh, the water's so pretty. Oh, look at the mountain. Oh my god,
I played Crysis. I strictly played Crysis 2 for multiplayer.
Oh, that multiplayer was terrible.
No, that multiplayer was badass.
You go invisible, goodness.
You wait for somebody to walk by you, and you
then you use strength.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you use armor, and then you shoot each other, and then whoever happens to hit the more bullets wins. Like. So stupid. Such a dumb multiplayer. Every game was the same. Everyone just ran around with stealth, camping in a corner, hoping that someone would walk by, and then you uncamo and you use that armor thing, and then, I won the gunfight. I'm so good at this game. So dumb.
No. The best was once you got actually good at that game, and you got into a game full of a bunch of fucking stealthing campers, and you had the upgrade where you could see stealth people on your radar. You just lob grenades in their direction. They'd be like, huh? Huh? And he'd be like, yeah, that's what you guys fucking get.
That's great. But you have to suffer through having to do that stealth camo battles. That game was so dumb and poorly thought out, that multiplayer.
Oh. All right, you guys, we got 2 more news stories that we got to get to. We've been recording for an hour and 42 minutes.
Let's go.
All right, NVIDIA.
These ones are the good ones, too.
Yeah, NVIDIA announced at CES that they're doing a handheld system.
WTF?
Have you seen this thing?
It looks terrible.
No.
It looks ugly.
Aesthetically, it looks terrible.
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's Android-based, and it runs games from Android's Google Play Store, but it also lets you stream games from your PC to play on its screen. And during their press conference, they showed Hawken and the PC versions of Need for Speed and Assassin's Creed playing on this damn thing, and it looked fucking amazing.
Oh, it is NVIDIA. I don't know. I'm not too soup for this. I don't care.
I'm not gonna buy one, but I think it's really cool to see like a handheld that's
I don't know why, but this looks like it's gonna suffer the same fate that stupid streaming gaming console thing.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What was it called? It came out like
can't even remember.
2 years ago or a year ago. Yeah.
Talk about Helio?
No. The logo was orange. It kind of looked like an Origin logo, I want to say. Come on. It was like the controller, and then like you could stream, like you streamed your games, and it was really laggy, and
no idea.
And like people could watch you playing.
Oh, the fucking PC thing?
It wasn't on PC. You like connect it to your TV, and then you connect it to the internet, and you wouldn't need any games. Like you'd pay.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
I can't remember either. Come on, Chris.
Well, either way, we can't even remember the name of it, so it was that important in the world.
No, yeah, I have no idea.
Like failed horribly. Because like no developer wanted to like put its games on there. It had
there's no exclusives. It was just like all little mini games.
Are you talking about OnLive?
Yes. Oh God.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh,
I feel like this thing is going to suffer the same fate.
Possibly. All right. Rather than talk about that, did you guys see that the PC manufacturer Xi3, their tiny little box computer that runs Steam for big picture mode?
I looked at that, but I didn't read it. I don't know what it was.
Yes, it's possibly that Steam's console.
Piston?
Yeah, the Piston, the little square box thing that fits in the palm of your hand. Yeah, it runs Steam and like all your Steam games and plugs into your TV.
So that little box can run Crysis 3?
Yes. Yes.
It's a really small little box.
Yes. It's using the same stuff that the NVIDIA handheld's using. That's why I bring it up.
So it's the same thing, just it's shaped differently.
No, because it's not a handheld.
It fits in your hand. It's
no, but you don't play the games on that box. That box plugs into your TV.
Right, but the games run off the little box.
Run off the little box through your TV.
Right, so it's this. Wait, I'm pretty sure the NVIDIA handheld also can plug into your TV.
Yeah, but it also has that damn ass that fucking LCD screen, which means that it's going to be $200 more expensive than the little Steam box.
I just think the thing looks like ass.
What, the NVIDIA thing?
Yeah, like I can't get over how stupid it looks.
But
like it looks like one of those ghetto like $10 like plug into like thing TVs, like a deep portable DVD player type of thing.
It looks like a Game Gear.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like a Game Gear.
Yes, it does.
It still looks better than that.
It looks like a Game Gear with a fucking Xbox 360 remote super glued to it.
Yeah, it just looks stupid.
It really does.
Straight up, just looks really dumb. Like,
and everybody was going gaga over this damn thing.
No.
And I'm like, it was like the same shit when the Ouya got announced. I was like, what?
Ouya, that's another ridiculous one.
I'm scratching my head right now because I can't remember what the Ouya is.
It's that other streaming console thing that started.
It was another stupid box that was supposed to like stream shit from online to your TV.
That got kickstarted.
You know what? I'm actually more excited about this
than the Ouya.
No, here. Look at this link. I'm more excited about this than this little NVIDIA thing.
Oh wow, this NVIDIA thing really is ugly.
Holy shit! Marvel superheroes.
And just from a random chick point of view, the shape of that thing is not conducive to living in your purse.
Lego superheroes game? Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, see, I'm more interested in this than that ugly ass handheld, because it doesn't sound very attractive. It doesn't look attractive.
No, it's
just not impressed.
No, it looks like crap.
The little box though, looks like it could be interesting. I mean, it's a little tiny box.
It looks very aesthetically pleasing too.
Well, I mean,
it's a black box, square.
Well, it's not a box. It's like an X-shaped box.
Yes, but it's black and it's pretty, and I want to look.
And it's really, really small, and it can play Crysis somehow.
Yeah.
It's so small.
Well, that's the proof of concept for it. So maybe it'll be a little bit bigger when like they actually get everything from Steam into it, but that's the proof of concept for it right now. We don't know any hard details on the next Steam console. All right, let's cover this last bit of news. New Pokemon? Anybody?
Not excited. Don't care.
Pokemon X and Y?
Now, we talked about this a little bit before the cast.
Yeah.
And we kind of raged a little bit about Pokemon.
Right.
Right.
I was so pissed about Pokemon Black and White because the Pokemon were ass.
Yes. This one's going to have new Pokemon.
And they're probably going to be ass too.
Well, the starters that they've shown are pretty good.
They took two Pokemon because they obviously there's like 7,000 Pokemon at this point. They couldn't come up with any new ideas, so they just took two old Pokemon and they just kind of merged them together.
Or they found random crap around the office and turned that into Pokemon like Touch.
Yeah. Well, Easy Button Mon. Microphone Mon. Monitor Mon. Pencil Mon.
Well, hey, at least this one's on the 3DS.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, the game is the storyline. That's the problem with Pokemon, is that every game is the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about this beforehand. It is exactly the same fucking thing over and over and over again.
The same fucking thing every single time. Plus, if you look at this game...
We've been playing this shit since we were like 10.
Did you watch the trailer?
Yes.
It looks like caca.
Oh, I wrote an article about it, announcing it.
This game...
It doesn't look terrible.
Okay, it doesn't look awful, but I know the 3DS can do better than this.
Exactly.
From what I can see here, I know the 3DS can do better than this.
Well, you also have to understand that it's really hard to get nice images to come across on a 3DS over anything, because everything looks like ass in those trailers and stuff.
That's true. That is very true.
Like,
but the
Kid
Pokemon
Icarus look like Ash in their fucking trailers.
The Pokemon they show here, Chespin, is like, it's like that little not mole Pokemon, that little, I can't remember what it was called.
Bidoof?
Yeah, it looks like Bidoof kind of, mixed with that tadpole Pokemon, mixed with like a Bulbasaur, where like they ripped the Bulbasaur's like skull off and they put it on his head. Like, it just looks ridiculous.
Oh, Fennekin looks cute though.
That's the fiery
one? That's the Firefox thing. It's so cute.
That's cute. If I get one,
looks like an Eevee with fire.
Mozilla?
It does not look like an Eevee with fire.
It looks like an Eevee with fire.
No, it does not.
It looks like an Eevee with fire.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like it could be an Eevee evolution, though. I won't lie.
And
like
then they took the frog one. It just looks like that other frog Pokemon. Like,
it does not look like any of the other frog Pokemon.
It
totally
does.
No, it doesn't.
Pokemon needs to make a frog Pokemon that's cute, though. That one's not cute either.
It's kind of cute.
No, they need to make like a cute frog, because frogs IRL are cute as hell.
I know, a wild Pikachu has appeared. How?
Here's a link that you guys can go and like look at all of this stuff.
Like, I'm just not impressed. Like, that's the problem. Like, we've always wanted a 3D Pokemon game, but this is not it. They took Pokemon that we have now and just kind of like moved the camera to the side. Like, that's all they did. It still looks like the same game, like that I played on the DS like last year.
I want to tie down the Pokemon developers and make them look at National Geographic books full of animals. Like, stop making garbage Pokemon. And
they've done all. That's the thing, though. They've done all the animals.
No, they haven't, though. There's a whole bitch load of animals. They just keep going to the same ones for reference.
Well, I mean, like, okay, you make spider Pokemon. You can't be like, oh, well, you know, there's like house spider and there's like a tarantula Pokemon. It's like the same fucking thing. A spider's a spider.
No, but you can, though. You have a giant fucking spider Pokemon the size of a Snorlax. That's not going to be the same as a little fucking bug Pokemon.
What about a rat Pokemon? Besides, they haven't really touched that since Rattata and Raticate.
Yeah, but that's like that's like the most generic you can get for a rat. Like if you try to do anything different, then it's no longer a rat.
What about an alligator? Have they done that yet?
They've done alligator.
With what?
There's an alligator one in black. I remember fighting it many times.
Oh.
In black, yeah. Wait, yeah, okay. It was Diamond and Diamond where you fought Bidoof the whole game.
Yeah.
Over and over, and the whole fucking world was just like infested by Bidoofs. They were like fucking.
See, I would just take and I'd make like a fucking water world and make all fucking under the sea Pokemon because there's way cooler shit in the ocean than everywhere else.
There's a reason why I think that
there's
Pokemon
no Lanternfish
Silver
Pokemon
and Gold are the two best Pokemon games because they're the longest and there's more to the game than just get 8 badges and fight the Elite Four. You have to do it twice.
I don't know. I liked Platinum.
Isn't Platinum just like a fancier version of Gold and Silver?
Diamond.
No, that was Soul Silver and Heart Gold.
No. What was
Platinum
how there was yellow
Diamond
for
and Pearl.
Oh, okay. What was the one for Gold and Silver?
I don't think
Crystal.
they did one like that.
Crystal.
Oh, did they?
No, that was Sapphire
Crystal?
and Ruby. No.
Yeah, I don't think they did one like that for Gold and Silver.
No, I think that was Crystal.
I think you're right. I think it was Gold. It was Crystal.
Because it was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. Back in the day, I only had Silver, and that was like as a kid when I quit Pokemon was with Silver.
Right, but see, you've played Silver. You've played all of them because they're always the exact same.
Because I skipped over any of those Game Boy Advance Pokemons. I didn't play any of those. Because I was too cool for that shit in high school.
Hell yeah.
I've played Pokemon my entire life.
No, I took a break from Pokemon and then I came back to it, and then I was super psyched about it for Platinum and Soul Silver. Soul Silver, I was a little burned out though. I wish they didn't release those two so close to each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Crystal was the one for Gold and Silver.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, because we had Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2, and now Pokemon X and Y.
I was reading a thing about Pokemon, I think it was about Pokemon the one time, that apparently in Japan it was Red, Blue, Green.
Yes, they did get Red, Blue, Green.
And then there was Yellow, was that one where you started with Pikachu or whatever the deal was?
Yes.
And I used to get boo-boo butthurt because I used to Pokemon battle with a kid at school who had Yellow, and I was mad that he had all the starter Pokemon. I was pissed as shit about that.
Yeah, Red and Blue came out in 1998. 14 years ago?
Jesus Christ, and they haven't changed the story since.
Nope, really. I'm sorry, 15 years ago.
New kid, new professor, new mom, same shit. New enemies, same shit.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like instead of it being a mouse, it's a rat this time. Like, it's the same thing over and over and over again, and I'm sure this game's not going to be any different. That's why I don't know why everyone freaked the fuck out. They're like, oh my god, a 3D Pokemon.
Because maybe it will be different.
No, that's what we keep saying. That's what
Black and White just made me mad because the Pokemon were such crap, and now it's just like, what are you going to come up with if that last iteration was like your genius badge of Pokemon for that? Like, I don't want to see after that.
I'm not going to sit here and say that X and Y are going to be ass due to the fact that we don't know anything about it except that it's in 3D.
Okay, see, that's like saying that the next Infinity Ward game, like Modern Warfare 4, is going to be different.
But this is the thing. If Infinity Ward was like, hey, we're going this new art direction, we have some new people working on it, then maybe I'd agree with you. Like, maybe maybe it might be a different game. If
all they did was tilt the camera to the side. How is that impressive?
I don't know that yet.
I'm going to give it a shot.
Look at the fucking trailer.
Yes, but
instead of it being overhead, they just kind of moved it to the side.
Right, but you still don't know what the storyline's going to be. You don't know how the game's going to play. You don't know if it's going to be exactly
Oh, come on. The Pokemon team is like the most uncreative team at this point, next to Infinity Ward.
But maybe they've heard people's outcry, especially with Black and White 2 coming out a year before this game's coming out. Maybe
I know a lot of people were pissed about Black and White and didn't even bother with Black and White 2.
You know, I just want to say that I don't think that we should sit here and be like, this game's going to be shit, this game's going to be terrible, this game's going to be bad, before it even we know anything actually about it.
I just don't trust the people who make Pokemon anymore.
That's fine, but don't sit here and say that a game's going to be ass that you know literally nothing about the story.
I can look at the trailer. I can tell you right now it's going to be the same thing. Like,
so it tells you in the story that you start out in a small town?
Probably.
No, it doesn't. I watched this trailer like 4 times.
Look at this. You got like 3 awesome looking 3D Pikachu, and then it goes to ass. It looks like you're in Paris.
It does look like you're in Paris, which is cool. Brand new setting.
Right. You'll be in a small little Paris town. You'll get a Pokemon from the professor living in that small little Paris town. Right?
Oh my god!
And then you'll go.
Has a shitty French accent that would kind of make my day.
And then you'll fight your French beret-wearing rival, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get better!" And then he'll go out and he'll like catch lots of Pokemon.
No, he won't. The enemy dude always has exactly one team of Pokemon, nothing more, nothing less.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the beginning. He only has one Pokemon. He'll go catches like 5 other Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he sticks with the same dudes the whole time. Like, you never have to guess what he's going to do. It's like, oh, you have one more Pokemon than last time I saw you. Note made.
I agree with you that it is very unlikely that they're going to change anything about it. I just don't want to sit here and bash the game before we actually know any concrete information about the game.
That's fair enough. I'm going to give it a shot, but I'm not buying it. I'm not picking it up first day or anything.
Oh no, I don't even. If it looks exactly the same, which like Hollow says, and I'll agree with you, it most likely might be exactly the same thing that we're used to. I am not buying it up. Launch. I'm not going to pick it up at all.
Yeah.
Give
me a new Pokemon Snap game, please.
Just something. No. Enough with the spin-offs. Let's go. Let's fix Pokemon. Let's make it good again.
Yeah, Pokemon Snap, please.
No. Enough with the spin-off. Stop. Shut up, Chris. Like,
no,
we need to fix the initial game first before we start making some gimmicky Pokemon.
I'm not. It's not gimmicky.
Stop. Pokemon Snap was so fucking gimmicky. Are you kidding me? They even had the arcade things where you go and you fucking print out your fucking stupid Pokemon sticker pictures.
We didn't have that down here. Gimmicky. We didn't have that here in the U.S.
Well, it existed. I had one here. I printed out those stupid gimmicky Pokemon pictures, and even while printing them out, I was like, "This is so dumb," and I was just like, "But it's Pokemon, so has to be awesome, right?"
Pokemon Snap's a very good game.
Meanwhile, Nintendo was just in their throne room laughing like, stupid fucking children. They'll buy anything.
Why would you ever print out pictures that you took on your Nintendo 64 ever?
Dude,
because you could.
I won the card. It had like $5 credit on it or something. It was like the specific Pokemon Snap like picture printer card.
I never saw one of those in my life.
So like I was like, okay, cool. There was one at my local Blockbuster, so I went to Blockbuster and I played the game. They had the game there, so I played it for like 5 minutes, took some pictures, snapped that shit up, and printed some stupid ghetto ass pictures.
See, I really liked Pokemon Snap. I thought it was a very good game. It's probably one of the best Pokemon games ever made.
And you want more of that before they fix standard Pokemon.
All right. What if they went back?
Hole that they've gone down, I don't think that they can fix regular Pokemon.
They can.
Yeah, they can make it what everybody wants. They want an open world adventure that's like...
What if they made...
walk around Skyrim-ish open world where you can go anywhere... and battle Pokemon like...
So, basically, Sandbox Pokemon plus Pokemon Stadium.
No. I want Pokemon Persona.
Like, okay, first off, the Pokemon need to have more than 4 abilities at this point. Like, come on. It's been 15 years. I'm pretty sure the little children who grew up with this shit can handle more than 4 buttons to press.
But that's the thing that you forget, is that even though the little children that started with Pokemon have grown up, there are still little kids that still watch Pokemon and still play Pokemon.
Oh, I have to send you this. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to send you this picture that I found on Facebook.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Is it the intended audience picture?
Yes.
I love that. It's a picture of Call of Duty. Intended audience, 20-year-old dude. Actual audience, 7-year-old kid. Then it's like Pokemon. Intended audience, picture of that 7-year-old kid. Actual audience, picture of the 20-year-old dude. Then at the bottom, it's like My Little Ponies. Intended audience, picture of a little girl. Actual audience, picture of like fat acne dude.
LOL.
Okay, like
your picture won't load.
Okay, well I guess you have to be friends with that person. It's kind of dumb. But yeah, like, come on now, like.
Well, talking about intended audiences, down here in the States, the state of Missouri police said that only pedophiles play games like Animal Crossing.
Okay, fair enough. So let's make Animal Crossing more mature.
No, Animal Crossing's awesome.
It is good. It's okay.
No, Animal Crossing's awesome.
I thought that news story was that was it outlawed?
No, it's not outlawed.
Oh, did I tell you my rage about Animal Crossing?
No.
Oh, okay. So, you're in New York. Did you get that power outage? Remember a couple years back, something happened by like the falls, by like Niagara Falls, where like the power thing exploded and we were out of power for like 3 days?
Are you talking about the giant East Coast blackout?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we had that.
Okay.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean a while ago? That was like years ago.
Yeah, that was back like when Xbox was.
Yeah, like Xbox, GameCube, PS2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went out and I rented Animal Crossing. All right. I got home. I got to like make my character, pick the name, and then like do the intro tutorial where you arrive to the town. Right. Then the power went out. So like for those 3 days, I was like, oh, this game looks like it's gonna be awesome. Like the power was out for 3 days. So like I was sitting there in my house waiting for the power to come back. For 3 days, we were out of power. And I was just like, I want to fucking play this game. I rented this. I paid like $10 to rent this. Because even back then, the prices were outrageous to rent a stupid game.
Yeah.
Finally, the power comes back, and I start playing this game. And like after like 2 hours, the missions were like, oh, could you get the pajamas I lent to my friend back? He lives down there. So you go to his friend. His friend's like, oh, those pajamas. Yeah, I lent them to someone else. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Shitty fetch quests.
And I'm like, and he's like, oh, well, that person, I think he hangs out over there. So like I go over there and he's like, oh, the pajamas. Yeah. I lent them to someone else. I'm like, they're pajamas. You don't lend someone's pajamas to someone else. And then
apparently, somebody's whoring out pajamas.
Yeah, and it kept going like that. And I was like, oh my God, this game is ass. This game is terrible. What the fuck am I playing? And I just shut off and I was like, fuck this game. Fuck the GameCube. This thing can go burn in hell. And I never played the GameCube after that.
So sad.
Who lends pajamas to someone and then that person you lent them to lends them to someone else? What the hell?
Animals that live in a town?
Yeah, like, fuck, dude. I don't go lend you my underwear and then you lend it to, like, Flip or something. Like, what the hell?
So gross.
Dude, I would never borrow your underpants.
Exactly. So, first off, why are you borrowing someone's fucking pajamas?
I've borrowed pajamas from people before.
Never. And you don't lend them to someone else afterwards.
No, I usually keep them afterwards.
Fuck.
Because it's really awkward to give back a pair of pajamas to somebody.
Well, that's why you have someone fetch them. You should have sent Dawn on a fetch quest and been like, "Oh, I'll give you this apple if you go get my pajamas. Go give these pajamas back to the person."
All right, we have an email that we have to read, and then we got to end this episode.
Okay, I'm done ranting.
Okay. So Alan wrote in and said, hey guys, you spoke a bit about the importance of hardware power in the next gen. I was curious how big an impact do you think growing hardware will have on size, scope, detail of future open world games? I agree I don't need significant graphical improvements right now, but was wondering if recent games like Skyrim or Far Cry 3 could have been hamstrung a bit because they were developed to be cross-platform, and in doing so broke Skyrim on the PS3. Whereas in the coming gen, developers will let loose and really target massive open worlds. Thinking out loud, thanks, Al. All right, here's my thing about Skyrim and the PS3. Skyrim and the PS3 doesn't work because the DRM for the memory for PS3 is allocated to only a small portion of it being able to be used for, you know, making sure to keep track of what doors are open and stuff like that. That's not it. That's not the reason that that's not Bethesda's fault. That was PS3's fault. Bethesda not knowing to use the PS3 properly. So, yes, both fault.
But, there's more than just that game that are just straight up don't work on the PS3. Like a lot of games that are cross-platform don't work on the PS3
very well. But I wouldn't say
Black Ops is a recent one, actually. Black Ops 2 has this very odd sound glitch where all the sound of the game cuts out and you start looping this weird little popping sound over and over again, and it happens very often. It doesn't happen on 360.
No.
Bayonetta, I think, was one of those games where it ran like complete ass on the PS3 on launch, and it worked fine on the Xbox.
But do you feel like Skyrim or Far Cry 3 were hamstrung a bit because they're developed to be cross-platform?
I wouldn't say so. Don, you think Skyrim? No?
I don't know. I feel like somewhere in the testing process they had to figure that shit out, and I don't understand why they didn't just retcon it for PS3.
Right, but that's not what we're talking about. Do you feel like Skyrim was hamstrung because it was cross-platform?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you feel like it was hamstrung? You think that if it was only on 360, it would be a lot bigger or a lot more open, or only on PC a lot bigger or a lot more open?
Yes.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Really?
I don't think that has a big factor in the size of the game.
If they hamstrung that game because it didn't work on PS3, the PS3 wouldn't be running into the problems that it still is to this day. You'd have basically it not being able to keep track of what it can keep track on the 360 version. Yeah. I think they knew it was broken on the PS3 and they left it in there so that they did not hamstring themselves because they went cross-platform.
I don't know. I think like with if we got new consoles and we got new power, we could have bigger worlds or more detailed worlds.
More detailed worlds, better worlds. I think bigger worlds, more alive worlds.
Yes. Like, Far Cry is heading in that direction. Far Cry was very much so alive.
Yes.
I'm okay with the size of worlds now. I could very much do for less load times.
See, but the load times are okay. What I want is less kind of like generic. Like, you're walking around Skyrim and you're just like, this is not very exciting for a little bit. Like, like you're just walking around the general land. And then you find like a dungeon, and you're like, "Ooh, what's this?" Right? Like that little in between area. Like Fallout has that issue where you're just kind of walking, and you're just like.
Fallout has that issue a lot more than Skyrim does.
Skyrim has more dungeons and shit.
Yeah, because Skyrim, that you see that little image pop up, like it's blacked out, so like you haven't been there yet, and it shows up at the bottom. And you're like,
and then you're like, "Oh,
fuck, I'm going there
that way." Yeah.
And then along the way, you get attacked by a troll, or you run into a group of bandits, and you kill them.
Not even just that. I'm constant. Well, not so much now.
Does shit respawn in Skyrim? Sorry.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, how in Fallout you killed something, it would never come back? Like, that area would be cleared?
There is no clearing an area. Like, if you clear a dungeon in Skyrim, it stays cleared.
It'll stay clean, but
like the world. I'm talking about the open
wilds, shit.
Like, you clear
all the time.
You clear a like a bandit camp. Like, no bandits come and take it over again.
No.
Oh no, that's.
See, that's what I feel like with Skyrim kind of kills it. Like, because the world's big, but like you end up running back into these areas, right? And like, there's nothing there. Like, you killed everything. All the dead bodies are there. They've all been looted, and you're just like, oh yeah, I remember when I came through here. And then you kind of yawn, and you're like, all right, next spot, and you just kind of keep going.
Well, that's like in Far Cry. My biggest thing with that is why don't the bad guys ever come in and try to attack and take back the outposts?
Yeah, see, kind of like what game was that? What game did I play? It was like that. Was it Godfather 2?
Oh no, I didn't play any of the Godfather.
I think that happened. Like, you take over a building, let's say like a I don't know, a printing building that would bring you income, but then if you had to defend it, like certain times, like the other mafia people would attack the building, and you'd have to go back and defend that building in order to keep it. If not, you would lose it.
Just to keep you from having to regain and protect the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, but
that can get kind of boring too, I feel like.
No, but it keeps it more interesting and alive. Like in Far Cry, as Chris said, like once you clear the map of like area of like bad guys, no bad guys spawn. There's nothing to do in that game.
Nope.
There is nothing to do. There are no bad guys to kill.
Oh, see, in Skyrim, there's always dragons.
There's always bad guys in Skyrim.
Oh,
but
okay.
Skyrim's a lot more persistent world because whereas in Far Cry you need to be around a camp for something to actually happen in that camp, in Skyrim, if you're not in the College of Winterhold, the game still acts like those characters are doing something in that city.
So it processes stuff to happen.
Exactly. So like you can show up and there could be like some dude dead because a troll attacked the city. And you just weren't there.
Interesting. I don't know, like I feel like with the power, actually, like he puts a good point. Like with the power, we'll definitely get more interesting big world games like that.
Yes.
And even like adventure games. Oh man, like if we had more power to make them bigger, like just think about like a game like what was that? Enslaved.
Right.
Imagine if that was just a little bit bigger.
I want to see Red Dead Redemption on next gen consoles, a bigger Western world.
Yeah.
Because I love Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption is really good. Red Dead Redemption's a big world though already.
I'd like to see it bigger with more stuff.
More stuff, yeah.
See, Red Dead, I feel like you needed more stuff. Like the world was big enough, but that's a game if you want to bitch about somewhere where you're running and running and running and nothing's happening forever.
That's the Rockstar conundrum, though. None of their games ever have something really interesting happening between checkpoints.
Like you're just fucking going.
GTA can have random things happen, but they're just like bizarre things that would never happen IRL. Right, like a driver just goes absolutely apeshit and just starts ramming into other cars, and you're just like, okay, that's a little odd. And I think it's probably just the AI going crazy, or you just see a guy running down the street like crazy.
But like, imagine a Grand Theft Auto game where you kill somebody in front of a bunch of other people, and even if you get your wanted level all the way down, people still recognize you as a killer and will run from you, or some people on the street will attack you. Because they know, like, you'll just get shot at because they saw you. They know that you killed somebody at one time, and that just persistent goes on and on and on.
See, but that could be annoying too, right?
I think that'd be cool to have that persistency. Like,
that'd be cool, but it'd be really annoying. Like, let's say, okay, you know, Need for Speed, right?
Right.
You drive, you start evading the cops.
Right.
You get that blue screen where it's like you're in evasive mode. You go into a paint shop place, you paint your car, and you start driving normally. The cops will all of a sudden, or even if you get into another car, they'll be like, there he is. And I'll be like, whoa. That's some really, like let's just blame anyone for that, you know?
Well, that other crap, wouldn't that be more like when you play as Evil Cole?
What do you mean?
For a while, when you were playing as Evil Cole, didn't you have to avoid like regular people seeing you, or they'd start calling for the cops?
No, they'd attack you on sight.
All right, well, you know what I fucking meant.
I'm sorry, I beat Infamous 2 like 4 or 5 times.
Damn.
In a matter of like 3 days. Whoa. I really like Infamous 2.
Calm down there. But I don't know. Like we'll definitely see improvements. I just hope that they're in the right direction for making the worlds more awesome
and less load times.
I think that
less load times would be cool too. Although with games like GTA and stuff, it just loads once and that's it. Like,
right. Same thing with Skyrim. If you don't fast travel, you can literally run from one end of that world to the other end of that world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go inside a building, then you have door load times.
See, but that's just Skyrim, though, because like games like GTA and stuff, even Red Dead, like you go into a building and that doesn't happen, or you go into a cave, that doesn't happen. That's just Skyrim.
Skyrim just fucking decides load times all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Red Dead had the load times, had the slow down load times between areas.
Between areas?
Yeah, like if you ran from America to Mexico, your frame rate would drop really bad because it was loading up the next section.
I never went back once I got to Mexico yet, so.
But I definitely think that it's going to play a huge impact on the size, scope, and detail of future open world games.
Oh, yeah. Even non-open world games. Like,
oh, yeah.
I say we keep the same graphics, just bigger.
I don't want stupid realistic graphics, in all honesty.
No.
Yeah, me either.
I like to think that my game is a game and not real life.
Exactly.
Like, Although sometimes a game that looks really pretty, like IRL pretty, is not bad either. But keep it on the cartoony side. We need more cartoony games. That's the problem.
I agree. So. All right, let's wrap the podcast up.
Oh,
I'm sorry. We gotta.
It's been fun, but
fun. We'll be back next week. We'll be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. But if you want to get in touch with us, send us an email just like Al did. You can send us an email to podcast@gamingdeath.com. Download us on iTunes, rate us 5 stars, leave feedback, let people know, let your friends know about our show. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/gamingdeath. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/gamingdeath. Go check out the brand new gamingdeath.com. It's amazing. New articles every day except for Saturday and Sunday. So definitely go check that out. We've got videos coming soon. Everything. It's going to be amazing. 2013 is going to be a big year for Gaming Death.
And don't worry, if there was old articles that you were in love with, they're there too.
They're still there.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to plug?
That's it.
No, I think we're good.
I'm Chris.
I'm Dawn.
I'm Hollow.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night.